Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And this time we're playing through Valor and Villainy. Jerry, I'm used to seeing you. I don't see you today. I just see a big S in your corner. Hello? Oh, that was your delay tactic today. Jerry, can you hear me? I feel like you're in a dark room, and I feel like I'm by myself over here.
You are by
Oh, there
yourself.
he is. What's up, Jerry?
Spiritually, anyway.
Nice.
Not much. Hi,
And
everybody.
Mike, we got Mike in the middle with no picture again, as usual. Mike, the stealthy one, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm hideous to look at. I'm just trying to avoid it, you know.
Or his internet is held together with chewing gum and string.
That's really what's going on here.
Can't it be both? Can't it be both?
I mean, people have seen you. They know you're not hideously deformed, But we.
Only minorly, not hideous.
I mean, I'm not gonna comment on the level of deformity.
Doing us all a favor by.
All right, so this is Valor and Villainy. This is Valor and Villainy, the co-op version. So let's be clear here.
Yes, Lludwik's Labyrinth, because there was a previous Valor and Villainy, Mordak, Minions of Mordak, something like that. And that was competitive, and now this one is fully cooperative or soloable.
Nice. And I know they're still working out the kinks a little bit, so I know, Mike, you and I have played this one once, and it was a little bit difficult, so hopefully we do a little bit better than we did last time.
I have no confidence in that, but we shall see.
Well, the game was fun either way.
And yet it's for everybody.
I was going to say, the game was fun either way, so stick around. If the balance is a little bit off, don't worry about that. You'll still see a good, fun time, and you'll definitely get a chance to see what the mechanics are all about.
Yeah, so this is a campaign-based, sort of, except you're kind of, you get some things that level you up consistently at your base camp, but you're still kind of leveling up as characters every time you play through. But as a campaign game, you are going through a story. You are unlocking cards. They have tons of unlockable spells and items and stuff, and choices you make and events you see will unlock them. And they're unlocked just to go into the supply. So there'll be more things you can get later on. But we are playing the third scenario in the campaign. And what's on TTS, y'all can go play this. They have a kind of tutorial, then 4 demo scenarios, each of which gets a little bit more complicated each time. So this is the first one that sort of has the whole kit and caboodle. This is the first one that has an actual boss you fight at the end, which is the part that we found very tough in our plays. So basically, at first, we're just kind of running around this board. We'll be laying out new tiles, kind of intersecting off of these 5 tiles we start out with. We'll be fighting. We have this one gnome bomb squad soldier that spawned on the board to start. We'll have more enemies spawning. After all of us take our turn, in a somewhat proscribed order, we have a little bit of control of initiative, but not that much. Then the boss, who is this enormous golem, will take his turn. He'll cast some spells on us. He'll summon some guys, but he won't attack us personally until either we've gone through 4 rounds. I guess 3 rounds, because at the beginning of the 4th round he spawns. So those are the days that Peter just indicated. Or we've got this deck of event cards. If we go through all 4 events, he will spawn early, which also means he's usually a little bit weaker. But the first part of the game is also where we level up and get stronger. So it's kind of like a race to level up as much as you can before the boss comes out so you can hurt him. That's kind of the basics. So Jerry's not played it before, so I'll kind of do a little teach of the game, and everyone watching can follow along. So we've each picked out our character. Peter is Rowan the Druid. I am Coach, the Artificer, building giant mech suits. And Will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas is Jerry.
Nice.
And he...
Oh, yeah, I am.
Did I get that right?
He is.
Black
He
Eyed
is.
Peas?
That was...
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, I'm glad I was wrong on that.
Wow,
Jerry
Mike,
is the Warlock.
pop culture reference from Mike. There
Yeah, I
you go.
know. It's tough. It's tough. Now, at the end of every one of our rounds, before the boss goes, we have a level up phase. Basically, by exploring and getting bounty coins, bounty tokens from the board, you'll see there are some pre-seeded. We want to make the passages reach those spaces. By defeating enemies and sometimes other effects, we'll get bounty. And based on this like little loot card over here, the amount of bounty we get is going to get us some level ups, some stars that are level ups. And the reason I'm explaining this, even though it's not happening until after the first round, is because from Peter and I's success, or actually mine, because Peter didn't play these with me, I've gotten us several upgrades to our base camp from the previous campaign missions, because again, your performance in one campaign will give you like slight bonuses. So what it means is we are all getting 4 stars worth of level ups right
6?
now before we start playing.
2, 1, 1?
No, each of the cards says before game hero may spend 1 star. The blue value is the cost that I paid to get them.
It.
So what does a star do? Jerry, let's look at your player board since you're the one who's not played before.
Yes.
So you've got 2 things you can upgrade. Well, first of all, just to look at the player board, on the left is your health, your hit points. If you lose all your hit points, you don't die, but you do boost the enemy up more, the boss, so they'll be tougher when they eventually spawn. So you don't want to die too often if you can help it, but once you die, you come back the next round fully healed. You've got your action marker. We'd start out with 2 actions, but we might level up right now because that's one of the things you can level up. And you've got 3 rows of action dice. Melee attacks is the top one, range attacks is the middle one, and spells, which can be sometimes attacking and sometimes utility effects, is the bottom one. We each start with a different mix, things we're good at. So leveling up, for 3 stars, we've got 4 to spend, remember. For 3 stars, you can increase your action marker by 1. You'll get 1 more action every round for the rest of the game.
Seems pretty good.
Oh, it's definitely good. I would strongly recommend that most of us, if not all of us, get that for 3 of our 4 stars. For any other stars, for 1 star each, you can upgrade your action rows. 1 star will either get you a white die, which is the worst, and there's little tokens over here you can grab. They'll get you a white die, which is the worst. They'll upgrade a white die to a yellow die, which is the middle, or they'll upgrade a yellow die to a red die. Red dice never miss and have a very good chance of rolling a 2. White dice miss quite often and cannot roll higher than a 1, and yellow dice are kind of in the middle. They have like 1 miss side, 1 2 side, and 4 1 sides, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. But yeah, they're all, I got it right. So I'd recommend you get +1 action and upgrade one of your things. And from playing the game, I find the most success with kind of upping the 2 that you're already good at instead of trying really hard to upgrade the 1 that you suck at. But your call. So if y'all want to go ahead and level up, I'll do my leveling as well.
Alrighty. So I'm going to level up once here, and I'm going to change one of these yellow dice to a red dice. Jerry, you're going to be a spellcaster? Yeah, you're much more of a spellcaster than I am, so I'm going to go a little bit for the melee here, even though Mike's probably melee pretty good too. So Mike...
Well, I'm upgrading my range because I thought you might go melee.
So you added a white
fine.
dice here, and then you got an extra action as well. I think that extra action's almost necessary early in the game. We'll certainly get some more level ups later. But yeah, being able to do 3 things.
Now, I will say, yeah, extra actions are not always the greatest thing, because once the boss is out, it's not really about necessarily having a ton of actions. It's more about having the power to actually bust through their shields and defeat them.
But here are the actions over here if we want to kind of go over.
Yep. So, yeah, we're going to take our turn. Here, Peter, you've got the initiative token. So whoever has the initiative token at the start of the round can choose either to flip it to its charge side or its hold side. Charge means Peter will go first this round. Hold means he will go last. But the rest of our order is not going to change either way. So either I will be first or I will be second. Jerry will be third or he will be second. Peter will be first or third. So Peter, do you want to go first?
Yeah, but before I do so, let me just say hello, because there are a couple people in the chat already that have said hello. So we got Successful Geek. Hello, Successful Geek. And Jarakilth, if I got that wrong, which I probably did, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and charge. I'll go first. And do we want to go over kind of my special stuff that makes me special, and then we'll do that for each character as they go, and then talk about how a turn works? All right, so I'm a student of the wild. You may draw a green wild spell to start the game and during each of your level ups. So you'll see I have an extra spell card in my hand. And actually, just for Jerry's sake, let's change our teams to diamonds. That way he can see my hand.
I'm a heart, not a diamond.
All right, so you can see I have 2 spells. One over here, the bear form, is kind of my starting spell, I think. And then this one is a spell card that I just drew at random. You get 1 at the beginning of the game, and then 1 at the beginning of each of the level up steps. The Beast Within you can cast green wild spells on your on a hero. They also gain a +1 like die token or +1 result token on a row of your choice.
Yeah, so if you, for example, cast Bear Form on yourself or somebody else, you would additionally give us a bonus. So it's really good for you to cast those green spells to help us out.
And then I have the Beast Within, which I can level up to later. We'll worry about that if it happens. All right, so
Peter has 3 actions, and what you can do on your turn. Let's see. Come to the board, Peter.
Okay.
I'll kind of talk him through over here.
Well, here, let me...
So first of all, you can do... Okay, good idea. So first of all, you can do a move action. When you move, you can go... That's really big. When you move, you can go up to 3 spaces. Orthogonally, you have to go along where passages are connected. You can't walk through walls unless you have an ability that says you can, which do exist. You cannot move out of spaces with enemies unless you have the elusive skill, which currently none of us do. And also, there will later be cave-ins that we will have to stop our movement on. But besides that, you don't have to stop moving. And you can interrupt your movement at any point to do free actions, which include looting. So if you're like on a space with a treasure that a monster left, or if you're on one of these starting spaces with bounty and these little shards, you can loot them and then continue moving. The other very common action when you are moving is to scout, which means you will add new tiles to you have to do every open side that you have like a passage going from. So like if Peter moved over there, he would scout to do that one. And then you can continue moving unless there's the one thing that'll stop you. Some scouted locations, we'll see this when we start moving, will have an exclamation point that means there's an event there. And whenever you get at least one of those, your movement is done, even if you had movement points remaining. But otherwise, Peter could like move here and then scout there, then move there and then scout again, then move to another place and then scout again. So you can normally move 3 with each action you spend to move. Okay, so that's moving, scouting, and looting. Again, scouting and looting are free actions. Moving you can do as many times as you want. Now you also have, as shown here, 4 actions that are limited to once per turn. You can do a melee attack, a range attack, and a magic casting. Those use the dice rows we already talked about. And you can do a power surge, which again is limited to once per turn, which lets you draw 2 cards from among any of these 4 decks. You can draw 2 from the same deck, or 1 from one deck and 1 from another. We have the red and green spells. Peter's good at green spells. Jerry's good at red spells, so we'll already see those. Additionally, we have feats. These are never... So the spells are a mix of like potions, which you saw Peter had, which are kind of like usually helpful things. They modify other people's actions or kind of give you like special bonuses. Or they're scrolls, which is the other one Peter has. Those, to use them, you need to actually take a magic action. So that is taking an action to roll your magic stat, like Peter's 3 yellows here. The potions do not take an action. Jerry, I'm sure you have a bit of both. So red and green are a mix of potions and scrolls. The melee and range feats are all potions. So they are always like reactive or modifying abilities. The melee ones tend to be good for defense in melee and attacking melee. The range ones, predictably... Actually, range tend to just be good in defense in general. Melee doesn't have much defense, but they also tend to modify range attacks. So that's the power surge, but let's get to the actual like kind of meat of the game, which is the dice rolling. So let's say that Peter wanted to take an action to attack. Let's say
do you want me to just start taking my turn?
Well, yeah. You know,
so because I think my spell, if I look at it, Feral Swipe, make an action in your region for 1/3/5 damage, +1 damage for each melee dice on your hero board. So because I have melee dice, actually I should have read that, and maybe instead of changing this to red, I should have added a white, but that's okay. That would have given me +1 more. But that's all right. I'm going to go in, I'm going to try to Feral Swipe it, and I'm going to try to attack it. And maybe I don't need both, but maybe I do. All right, so I'm going to move for my action. Now, do I have to stop when I'm in an enemy space?
Yeah, so you cannot leave a space with an enemy.
Can I scout?
Now, you can scout if you would like to. And, I mean, I certainly would, because, remember, often scouting will end your movement anyway, so no reason not to. So, Peter grabbed this big stack of things, and you do the bottommost tile. After you reveal it, first of all, you can flip it to its other side, which kind of changes it sort of from horizontal to vertical. And you can also flip it 180 degrees. But note that it has to stay in the correct orientation. You can't have it like that, kind of jutting into other things. Now, Peter can put it in either space. He can put it here or here. Yeah, those are the two. Unless it cannot fit, then of
because
course
that way
put
we
it there,
can kind
but
of
for
get
now,
to
that's where it
these
is.
treasures up here later after I murderate this guy.
Yep. Now, if there was an exclamation point on this, that would mean an event was triggered. There is not. Sometimes there will be monsters and treasures on there based on player count. There are not. So Peter's
Does
just
this
going
question
to
mark
continue
mean
scouting.
anything in the corner here?
Nope. That's just it shows whether it's a starting tile. Notice all these have pluses.
I got it.
Or like the regular.
So this
tiles,
is the
that's question
only
mark.
place that I could put it, and can't put it that way, right? Oh.
If you flip it.
But I got it. Yep. All right, so I can put it that way.
So that was the only way, and Peter had to put it there. In this case, he did not get any events, so if there was not a monster, he could have continued moving with his remaining 2 movement, but he can't move out of a monster space, so that's the end of his first action. He's done moving.
So let's attack it.
By the way, Jerry, any questions on moving yet?
No.
Okay. All right, so Peter, you're going to cast your Feral Swipe, or you're going to take a melee action? Because the Feral Swipe is a spell action.
I think I'm going to take the spell, but Jarakith, I'm going to keep getting it wrong, says so wrong, but also close enough. I knew it was me. And Successful Geek said he needs to try this. It is on Tabletop Simulator. I will say, when you get into the mod, there's stuff all over the place. Like, I don't know how you guys figured it out the first time. The rule books are in here as well. I'm sure they're online as well, but man, there's just stuff.
Well, here's the big thing. I threw Peter into the deep end because I had already played, but when you get into the mod, Peter's right. Like on the left side, there'll be a row of cards. It's like, hey,
the internet
use these
heard
for the tutorial.
Mike, you started off with Peter's right, and then your internet dropped. I think Verizon was.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, sorry. What I was saying is, can
Yes,
you guys
you're
hear
good.
me now?
You're good.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, sorry. I was saying on the left side of the mod, when you first go in, there'll be a ton of cards, but there's a row that says like use this for the tutorial. And the tutorial literally walks you through turn by turn what you're doing. So if you don't try to jump in the deep end like I forced Peter to, I think.
Well, and I'll say
I'm kind of forcing
it's
everyone
not
to
that
watch.
complicated a game. You guys will see as we keep going. Successful Geese also says would love to see you cover Uprising someday. It's a co-op 4X game. Didn't we play that once?
Oh yeah, dude. I was gonna say I taught it to the guys, but I also have a playthrough from the Kickstarter, and I have a copy coming, so I'm certainly gonna be doing it once it arrives. But yeah, if you want to see me fighting some skeletons and some Empire thugs, it's already up on the YouTube channel, the non-streaming one, Successful Geek.
Nice.
If you want to watch that.
All right, so let's cast the
All right,
spell.
so Peter said he wants to take a magic attack. So we see he has 3 yellow dice. Peter's gonna grab 3 yellow dice. That is his dice pool. He's gonna roll them.
You following it? You following that, Jerry? I know it's.
I
Okay.
think I got it.
So I rolled a 3.
So Peter rolled 3. Now he's gonna look at his magic spells. Jerry, look at the top of this card.
Yes, I'm looking.
So you'll see it says 4, 5, 6. Those are the number of successes to trigger varying degrees of power of that spell. You'll see Feral Swipe says, what does Feral Swipe say? Feral Swipe says, make an attack in your region, which is in the same space as you, for 1, 3, or 5 damage. The 1 damage is if you spend 4 successes. The 2 is 5, the 6, the 3, the whatever. You get it. So, now, a few things. First of all, Peter moved over this +1 token, which he had when his character
That's what the little stars are here.
You can
It
spend
just tells you
those.
where you get the +1 tokens at the beginning.
You can spend those to add to your results. Okay, so if Peter wanted to get to a 4 so he could trigger Feral Swipe, he could do that right now. And he would then trigger the weakest version of his attack, which would be 1 + 1 for each melee
So
die.
it's 3 more.
Peter, you sure you don't want to change that red into a white? Because you'd be much better off if you did.
Yeah, you know what? Now having seen that, I am gonna do that. So we're cheating a little bit here, but
You can grab him off the boss and
Yep.
copy him.
yeah, because.
Wow, we cheated in the first half hour.
That is. But now I get +4 because I have 4 melee dice. I did not realize that my starting spell actually triggered better based on the dice I have. And based on odds, apparently it doesn't matter. Just if you have more dice, you're more likely to get big swings. Where if you level up your dice, you're going to get less swings, but more like consistency. So that's fine. I'll go for the swingier way. But
Now, a quick note on dice, because this is like pretty much the entire game. Besides how the enemies work, you pretty much got the whole game after this. So, a few things. First of all, if Peter had multiple spells and had not rolled like terrible and had more leveled up magic stat, he could cast multiple spells. So he could spend 4 successes on this one and 5 on some other spell in his hand. So you can cast multiple spells as long as you can afford them with a single magic action.
Gotcha.
Now, the other option, this is not just for magic, this is for any action you take in the game. You can choose not to use some of your die results, and you can spend for 2 a pop your results, your successes, to gain those +1 tokens for the future.
So if I didn't want to cast
let's
this
say
spell,
Peter...
if I didn't want to cast this spell here, let's say I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'll just hold on to the spell, and instead, I'm going to spend these 2 successes to get another +1 token on my magic. So next time I have more mitigation with a maximum of 4 total tokens between all your different categories.
And Jerry, it does have to go on the action you're doing. So he could not have put that +1 on like melee when he was casting a spell.
But for example, if I had rolled this 1 here and I had 4, I could have actually added 2 tokens instead of casting my spell, right?
Yep. All right, so I'm assuming you are casting your spell and you are
am casting my spell, so that whoopsie.
Thanks, Julius.
Daisy. So that's 4. So that's 1 damage plus 1 for each die in my melee row. So that's 4 more for a total of 5 damage. Let's see what happens. Oops.
All right, so I'm bringing over the enemy. Let's look at how enemy damage works. So if you have multiple enemies in a space, they'll be in a stack, and you can only affect the topmost enemy. And you'll see the enemies have life values in the upper right here. There's a 3 with a flip and a 5 with a heart. Guess what? If you do 5 damage at once, they just dead. If you do 3 or 4 damage, you flip them to their injured side. If you hit them again, you only need 2 to kill them this time. If you do 1 or 2 damage, you better try to get those +1 tokens because you're not going to be able to do much of anything. So Peter, in this case, did 5 damage with the bonus. So this guy is straight up dead. Now let's look at a few other things on him real quick. In the upper left, that is his bounty value, how much he will contribute to us getting experience points during the level up phase after we all take our turns. Bottom right is his strength. You have 3 levels of enemies, 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star with Roman numerals. This guy is the weakest. In the kind of bottom middle, you have his attack stats. So if he attacked us, he can only do melee attacks for 2 dice. Some enemies have 2 types of attacks. Some enemies have range attacks. His number of actions, he can take 2 actions to try to reach somebody in melee and then attack us. And then enemies will usually have a special ability. He lays down bombs that can blow us up and potentially himself as well. But in this case, he's dead.
He did.
And everyone we kill goes over here by our loot stash, as well as bounty tokens we pick up. And at the end of the round, we are all going to level up. The fact that Peter defeated that guy does not change the fact that we are all going to benefit from it. So any coins we pick up, any treasure we find, any people we kill, it's going to help the entire group get stronger. So there's no like kill stealing in this game.
Yeah, so we're all going to get 1
Jerry.
star at the end of this. So remember how we leveled up with stars?
Well, hopefully more. Let's hope we find some more guys.
Exactly.
All
right.
So
that
Peter, you
was
still have
2
one action
actions.
left.
So clearly, hold on. I cast the green spell, so I think I get the Beast Within. When you cast a green spell on a hero, I cast that on myself, right? They also gain a +1 in a row of your choice.
No, Peter. It's only for ones that like are on you to boost you, like bear form. That was an attack on an enemy.
Boo. I say boo to you, sir. All right, and I'm going to draw 2 more, or maybe I'll draw 1 spell and 1 defensive, which are the range we said, right? So I'll draw...
Correct. Although you might not want to get range because a lot of them boost range attacks and you have no range stats. So I would recommend getting melee.
Then I'm going to
if you're
shuffle
gonna
those up and I will get a melee card then, which is
now,
folded
by the way,
steel.
looking at... and Jerry, you want to pay attention to this too. Looking at the potions, some of them will have a 0 at the top, which means there's no additional cost to cast them. Others will have that symbol, which means you have to either spend a +1 token of the indicated type, so here would be a melee +1 token, or discard any other card from your hand. So to pay for this, Peter would need to discard a +1 melee token, or he would have to discard a different card from his hand. So that does mean cards in your hand are never useless. You can use them to pay costs, but some of them, the potions sometimes have additional costs beyond just playing.
By the way,
it.
I can turn into a bear, which makes me happy.
All right, so Peter stopped exploring. I feel like I should go the same way he was going since all the bounty is right there. Or should I go down
Mike.
here?
For this bear form, cast anytime on any ally. I assume that means me also. Yes? No? Okay.
Correct. Well, I don't know. You know what? I think it must mean you because the game definitely works true solo, and it'd be dumb if you could not cast that spell on yourself. So I would say yes. But I don't know. I don't remember if ally technically means yourself or not in the like terms of the game.
But even though it has my picture here, meaning it's my starting thing, I still discard it when I'm done with it.
You do not discard it. It goes like back in the box until the next game. So it will not go into the discard pile if we went through the entire deck.
Right. But it's gone.
Back.
I don't get it back in my hand. It doesn't just keep coming back to me.
Correct.
Like some kind of a boomerang of spellingness thing. All right, cool. Well, I am done.
Awesome.
Yes, let's look at your character. So you got Coach.
All right, so I'm Coach. I'm in my robo suit. All right, so I'm good at melee and range, but spellcasting not at all. I have my robo suit, which means I get a power surge at the start of the game and during each of my level up steps. So Peter gets a free green card every turn. I get 2 cards of my choice every turn. But clearly, unless I level up magic, I'm going to be going for the feats, the melee and range feats. And then I also have Fuel for the Fire. Once during each of your turns, I may discard 1 spell or feat to gain a +1 on any row. And I think you can do that even in the middle of an action. That's how I've been playing it. So if I see I need like 1 more to kill off an enemy, I can discard a card to get that +1 and then immediately spend it.
So what you're saying is you're pretty good with cards.
So that's... Well, I already got a lot. Yeah, I've got a Ricochet that lets me do like damage to 2 different minions. I got a Bullseye that could have given Peter's attack +2 damage if he had needed it. And I have a Hold the Line that gives someone a shield for each enemy in their space. That's a good one to hold on to for now. All right, so I'll let Peter... Well, I don't know. I am going to go up towards Peter's region. It seems dumb not to.
We'll explore together.
So I'm going to take a move action. So I'm going to go 2 spaces to here, and then scout, and if we don't get an event... Whoops. I need to remember not to pick up things or my internet goes crazy. So I'm going to scout, and then I have 1 move left. So far, no event. This would fit just fine, so we'll go ahead and do that. And 1 more. Oh, there is an event. So I will not get my extra point of movement. It is wasted. And I'm going to have that go up toward the other ones. Because, I didn't say this, all of the spaces wrap around. So you can go from here, you see the arrows on the board, to
Which is
here.
Nice, because that's got bounty and stuff, too.
Yep, so a bit of a bummer that I can't get my movement. That's the icon, by the way, for an event. So in this scenario, there are 4 events.
And they're in order, right? They don't change order, or are they random?
So they are randomized by the number. You'll see that these are both 1 Roman numeral. So we don't know which of those we would get first, but we would do both of those before the number 2 one. Now, there's a story in this that we didn't read. There's some pretty goofy humor. I'll go ahead and read this. The Old Granny. You stop to examine a painting. It depicts a tired old woman knitting a blue sweater by the fire. It burns low as she looks longingly at the empty log bin by the hearth. Feeling you can help, you pull out your standard issue artist easel from your Order Without Borders utility belt. Do you paint a roaring fire in the hearth or paint some youth back into her? Jerry, which one would you like to do? Since Peter and I played this before.
Let's paint some youth back into her.
All right, cool. So you'll see the card says flip to C on Jerry's choice and read on. And my understanding is how these will actually work in the final game is it'll be 4 cards in a card sleeve. But here we're using states in TTS, so you right-click on it, say the state button, and change it. So Peter, why don't you change it to state 3, which is the C. But in the actual game, we would pull out the 3rd card in the thing. All right. You try to paint her younger, but she mostly just comes out horrid. You turn away in frustration when your eyes return. The horrid granny now wears a coy expression on her slanty face and misshapen eyes as she blows you a kiss. As you pack up, you find a folded blue sweater and a note which reads, "My hero." So a few things happen here. It says you discover 278 Lucky Sweater. This is what I was talking about, where you like actually unlock things for future games. So we're going to go to the big deck of treasures over here, and I'll grab it, Peter.
Oh.
And find 278, the Lucky Sweater. And they're in order, but it's still a lot of cards, and TTS is weird. And this, when I discover something, I can either immediately equip it myself, which I'll probably do, or I could put it in like the loot pile, which we can then discard treasures to get ourselves more coins and level up more, or somebody else could take it. But here's an item. You'll see it says in the upper left that it is worth 1 bounty coin if we gave it up. It is a red item, which means it'll take up the red slot. Each of us has a red, yellow, and green item slot. It says each time an enemy performs an action roll in a nearby region, that means adjacent or my own region, you may reroll 1 of the dice rolled. So I can help out myself and others as enemies are attacking us. So for now, I'm going to equip it. And then, unfortunately, it says we get a loot and a level 2 enemy. If there are 3 or more players, which there are, we get another loot and a level 1 enemy. This all goes on the space with the exclamation point. So, we're going to go ahead and take 2 loot cards. Those always go on the bottom. The enemies are guarding them.
And then the 3 and the level 1, right?
Yeah, I think the level 1 goes under the level 2. I think it's left to right in order.
Oh, level 2, I'm sorry.
Put a level 1 there. And they have like these kind of like covering cards. So you're dealing from the bottom while the covering card hides what's there since the enemies are double-sided. Oh, we got a friggin' Golem. I hate these guys. So, Golem Stone Cutter. You'll see that he has a 4 melee attack. Golems have a special power called Stone Skin. You'll see at the bottom. They also have Toned Skin. They have
Nice.
both. So even though it has...
Very, very musical.
Even though it has an 8 heart in the upper right, you'll see it has an infinity symbol because you cannot kill them except with a spell that says, like, defeat an enemy with 8 life or more. You have to attack them once for at least 4 damage to flip them, and then they are killable. Then they go to their other side. And then there's also a puppy there. So, now, the nice thing is, if I rolled a ton of damage...
I love it. And also there's a puppy there.
And also, yes.
Now, so I was going to say, I didn't say this before. Let's say that the puppy was on top. If I did 1, 2, 3, or 4 damage, I would flip him. If I did 5 damage, I would kill him. If I did, let's say, 9 damage in one attack, I would kill him, and the attack would continue to anybody underneath him, so I could also flip the golem. Now, that only usually happens if you kill somebody, but with somebody with stone skin, since you can't possibly kill them, any damage above 4 will go on to the dog. So, like, if I can do a hit for 5, I will flip both of them, although the golem will still be on top. So I am going to try to do an attack.
Now, you have to stop moving, so it has to be a ranged attack then.
Correct. Unless I
do you want to get cards
so I'm going to do
first?
range, which is my better.
Because I know that's a mistake I made, because you have 2 actions left.
I mean, I have... Oh, yeah, I mean... Yeah, you know what? I will, because you're right. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to attack and then move. I mean, I could move again.
Is there a hand
go
limit?
Get this. Our hand limit is 6. Only checked at the end of the turn, I believe. But yeah, you know what? I will go ahead and use a power surge action for my second action. I will draw 1 of each feet again. Wow, I got some really good cards.
Well, that's good.
I'm going to kill these guys pretty hard. All right, now I'm going to do a range attack for my third action. That is my range pool that Peter built for me. Thank you very much. And I do have a +1 if I need it. So I'm going to roll these.
You got exactly 4.
That is just what I needed. So I'm going to flip
now,
the
if you
golem
do 1 more, you can
to his weakened
flip
side.
that guy too. That's your call.
Well, why do that when I can use a ricochet?
Oh.
Play as a range attack, damages a minion. Choose someone else nearby that minion. That again means same space or adjacent. Who takes 5
I mean, that
damage.
semes good.
So
now you have to...
I flipped him and straight up
Now you
killed
do have
the
to
wolf.
discard another card or a token to do that, right?
Yeah, I'm going to discard my +1. Well, I'm about to get 2 more cards, but I like my cards. I'm going to discard my +1 token for now. Because remember, I can always discard a card to get a +1 token with my ability anyway. All right. So that was my third action. I do have a card that can give me another action, but I think it might be spent better on somebody else's turn. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks. All right, so, Jerry, I'm done. You're up.
So a nearby region, I'm assuming,
Correct.
means adjacent.
Correct.
Adjacent, connected by a tunnel.
That can be on your own space,
so.
Jerry. Yes, so important note, range attacks cannot be used on your own space. But generally speaking, magic spells can. Most magic spells will let you attack your own space.
Well, mine say attack a nearby region. So
that would mean your own region or adjacent, so that would be fine. Yeah, I was going to say, if you wanted to run in there, so you can't loot until he's dead. You can scout right now if you would like to. So
I can scout after I kill him, though, right?
That is also true.
All right, so that's 1 action.
So we will try Fragile Mortality. I'm going to take a magic action.
Well, and you don't even have to pick which spell.
So you have to see what you roll. You don't have to declare. Yeah, you don't have to declare anything until you've actually seen your success or failure. Man, Jerry's a better spellcaster than you for sure, Peter.
He's better at everything than me. We know that.
This is true.
Ooh.
So 4.
So at this point, you can choose which spell you want to cast. Is the nice part. You don't have to declare ahead of time.
And you can bump it to 5 with your +1
He doesn't
if you
need to.
desire.
But
It's a
why?
4.
I mean, I'm already doing 5 damage.
Yep, you are fine.
He did.
All right, so
We're doing good so far. We're going to level up a good bit.
All right, so I'm going to loot.
Yep. So you do not look at treasures unless they were discovered, or unless you have a power that says otherwise. So these actually go here until the level up phase. Then we'll get to see what they are and decide if we want to have people equip them or use bounty
And
tokens.
we get
you
the
also
bounty
take the
token and whatever this other thing is.
Yep, that is a sun. What is it? A sun
Oh,
shard.
where's the
Sun
thing?
shard token. It goes on the.
Oh.
It's over here. Look, it goes on the sun shield. It slots in. Swanky.
That's pretty swanky.
We will get bonuses depending on the scenario. The more of those we get, the better, though, generally speaking. All right, Jerry, that's your second
Now
action.
I will
You
scout.
have one left. All right. So, bottom of this thing, here's your scouted thing, and you can flip and move it. It's going here. And the only rule is it must connect to everything, so you cannot have...
Puts it underneath. Fancy. All right, you...
And you'll see that it's 4+. We would have had some loot and some enemies, but we don't have 4 players. So, Jerry, you still have your last hit. You can move in there and get us some more bounty. Whatever you feel like doing.
Well, that's kind of good to do, right?
Absolutely. So you still have 2 more movement. You can
Well, I'm going to loot
and then
first.
scout.
Yes, I'm
Yep.
looting first. And
Oh, let's lock that tile down.
He's so fancy. Gotta get that loot. I mean, this is Jerry.
well, it's just like Gloomhaven.
We've all seen him play Gloomhaven. He's going for the loot. We all know this.
But now it's helping the whole team.
I know. I don't.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed by that. Can I change?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure Jerry's dying inside. Okay, Jerry, here's your option for either side. Remember, you get to pick after you see it. So that will spawn nothing, no event.
You could put it here to get us that way.
You could
Yeah.
indeed.
All right, so Mike, this
And
is
your
very
other-
different than our game, by the way. So,
Well, so last time Peter and I played, we had a ridiculous number of events.
like literally the
like
first
every event.
4 spaces we went to, we scouted an event, and it immediately basically triggered the end game. So maybe
All right,
we'll
so still no enemies, still no events. Jerry, you got 2 moves left.
Somebody locked me.
Oh, sorry.
Jerry's so locked up.
All right, I assume you're scouting again.
Yep.
There you go.
By the way, if anybody has any questions or any comments about the game or life in general, we will take them all here. We do a like after show breakdown.
You said doo-doo.
Doo-doo Brown. We do an after show breakdown, what we think of the game, give our initial impressions, although Mike has more than initial impressions. But where we talk about that, we talk about whatever else is on our mind, and we kind of answer a bunch of questions at that point. So if you have anything, we will certainly take it then.
Actually, Jerry, sorry, I should say, do you want to scout? Because if you spawn enemies, you're just going to get attacked by them.
Well, I have
can
no
wait.
movement left. I'm good.
All right, so I'll shuffle these in.
I mean, there's nothing I'm really itching to go this way for anyway. I was just trying to get to the
No, that was great. We
shard
got an
thingies.
amazing amount of loot, considering how things went for us. So that was awesome.
Yeah, no, Mike and I did not do so amazingly well. All right, so that's the end of day 1, right? Or would this have moved to day 1? Did we forget to do that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So first we have our level up phase. We're going to get to the enemy in a second. Each hero round ends with a level up phase. So first, if there were any events here, because a lot of the events, this event at the bottom said just put it in the box, like it's done. We're not going to see that granny again. We already unlocked her sweater. But a lot of events will like go up. A lot of events will go up here, and something special will happen afterwards. So first of all, we are in the level up phase. Everyone draw cards for their free draw. So Peter, you get a green. Jerry, you get 2 reds. I get whatever the heck I want. I'll get 1 of each again because that's just the way to be for me.
Yeah,
Get a head bash, baby.
my last character did not draw any cards, but he did get an extra action to start the game, which seems good. But did not draw cards every turn, which was
All right,
not as
now
good.
we are going to see our loots. So let's flip them over. We got a battle pick and Tempest Edge. These are weapons. They will fill the red slot. And I just realized my thing filled the yellow slot. I get confused because there's a red color behind it, but it's an armor. So these will
You
give
look at
weapons.
the name
will
of
give
it, right?
Yes.
Everybody's like,
Weapons
where
will
did the
give a
sword
bonus
go?
to the action. And...
Peter already stole that stuff.
Oh, you already grabbed it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes. That is... The sword is very good for Peter, since he is good at melee and magic.
So it gives me
and
+1
Jerry,
yellow
I'm assuming
dice
You won't mind me taking...
in both.
No, I have no desire for the battle pick.
Yes. So they'll give you extra dice as though you had that many extra dice on like that row of your dice thing. And then also the battle pick gives me a bonus. If I roll a melee roll and roll no misses, I get an additional +2 hits, which is a reason for me to strive for reds in my melee roll instead of like a lot of whites, because reds do not have a miss side on them. All right, so now just to remind you, we could have said nope to any of this loot, including my armor, and gotten extra coins for it.
And we may need to.
But here, without that, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy was worth 2. Oh, no, sorry. 3. Oh, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So if we get one more, if we do trade in one thing, we get, what is that, an additional white dice?
That is a chance for a 50-50 chance for a 5th star. We would roll a white die. On a hit, we would all get 5 stars. On a miss, we would all get 4 stars.
That would be very sad if we turned in gear for a chance.
Yeah, so I say no.
Yeah, no.
So do we get to keep the leftover? Or is...
Yeah, so what happens is, however you spend your coins, all of them go over here to the hoard. So the fact that we did not get to use one of these coins is not going to hurt us. And that is now going to slowly build up to us getting more of those level ups for our camp, which are the permanent level ups. So if we can get to 16 coins or more, we will get 2 blue stars to buy more permanent level ups. All right, so everyone, we got to 6 coins. 4. Everyone spend 4 stars however you like. All right? And again, you know, you might this time I would say it's your call if you want to get a 4th action, or if you want to
I feel like I want a 4th action.
If you want to boost your dice up.
So I'm going to get a 4th action. So that means I only get...
I think it's good for some of us, but some of us might not want to because we don't need to explore that much. I'm probably just going to boost myself up to crazy level.
And I'm definitely getting another melee, again, in case I get stuff that's based on my number of... Although, of course, I don't have anything like that in my hand right now. All right.
All right, so I made my melee 3 red to use my axe, and I added 1 white to my ranged. So I am loaded for bear,
Nice.
baby.
What'd you do, Jer? Oh, level these up?
Gave myself a... Yep.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm loaded for bear, and Peter can turn into a bear.
Yes,
so
loaded for bear, being a bear. It's all you can do.
All right, so now we get to the villain round. It does have... And again, the villain round, I will say everything we just did, our turn... That's in, like, all the scenarios. Like, you're always doing that. But the villain round, the kind of tutorials and the scenarios walk you through. So we're going to have, like, all this stuff happening. But if you were playing the first scenario, you would be doing almost none of this. And then it would slowly get added in. So first, the villain makes a magic roll. So we look at his magic stat, which is 3 yellow.
Do they level up? Or not yet?
Not yet. All that's coming at the end of their turn. So we got 3 yellow, 1 white for their magic stat. And
oh gosh,
that was a pretty good roll. I feel bad about that.
So that's 5.
So all the bosses I've seen have a unique card to themselves that they always keep on top. And what you do is you deal these cards out to the left until all the magic has been spent
0.
and they can't afford a card. So that's 0. Now this one, Dark Rumbles, they're going to spend 4, the max they can. They have 1 left. We look at the next card. It costs 3. They can't afford it. They discard it. And because they had 1 left, we trade in 2 for 1 for +1s. Bosses trade in 1 for 1. So they get a +1 to boost their magic next time. So any, like, wasted points just become a bonus for next time. And they can have basically 6 total. Yeah. All right, and then they cast them in the reverse order they were dealt. That's why I was dealing to the left. So they're going to cast Dark Rumbles for 4, then Wreck and Ruin. So Dark Rumbles. Find up to 3 portal regions. I'll show you where those are in a second, which are furthest north. Place a cave-in on each of those regions. Jesus. So, cave-ins are these fun things. And portals, yeah, have these little purplish things. So, the cave-ins just fall right on there. They do 2 damage, area of effect, which means to everyone who's there, ally and enemy.
So that's me.
So, Peter, going to take 2 damage.
So, taking 2 damage is very easy. You just move your life down 2. And there is no preventing that. Unless you have armor like Mike. But, yeah, no. Normally you just...
So there are ways to prevent it, is
what I'm saying is there's no ways unless there's a way.
Okay.
What I'm saying is... All right. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth?
Now, then Wreck and Ruin, the boss is going to do this every turn. So it says if 3+ cave-ins are out, and I'll tell you how to get rid of cave-ins in a second, deal 2 area effect damage to every map tile on the board. Otherwise, he would have placed a cave-in somewhere. So... This goes back to the top. You will cast it again every turn. But that means all of us take 2 damage. And any enemies would have taken 2 damage as well. Because you did 2 area of effect everywhere on the entire board. All right.
That's not great, by the way.
For the...
In case you were wondering what's good, I just took 4 damage with no enemies on the board.
Okay, because now we're going to get some enemies. So now, next, they summon using their leadership stat, which for this guy is 1 yellow and 2 white.
And it just tells you, you just follow this in order, right? So next is make a purple roll, which is a yellow and 2 whites. So 3. It's not great.
So same as the spells. If you look at the top cards of the 3 types of enemies, you see 853. That is the cost to summon that enemy. They will summon the most expensive they can. Here they will summon a level 1. And again, if they had, let's say, rolled 2, they would have converted to 2 +1s for next time. So we draw the next level 1, and it goes to the portal closest to the weakest hero, which I guess is you, right, Peter?
I mean, at this point, and I got a portal on my space, obviously.
I'm at 12.
You're at 12?
Peter and I are both at 12.
All right, so then the tiebreaker for portals, the tiebreaker for where enemies move, it's always north, like reading order, northmost and then leftmost.
That's me.
So Peter, he's coming right here. You got a gnome with a
That's all right. He's drinking and he's got a gun. What could go wrong? I mean, it's like he's an NFL player or something.
Lovely. So, after he summons, then every minion on the board activates in reading order. So if we had other minions, they would activate in reading order. If they're on the same space, they would activate from top to bottom. So the gnome pea shooter, he has 2 actions, the lightning bolt in the lower left. And what they will always try to do is they will move to where they can do their main attack. He only has 1 range attack.
You said you can't attack in the same space, so he's got to move, right? Or will he just try to attack you?
Correct. So he will not try to he'll attack me since he can. If he could not, he would move to try to be adjacent to you because you can't do range attacks in the same spot. So he's going to attack me with 2 red dice and a yellow die. And by the way, he does have the evade skill, so even if he was on us, he could move out of our space. Anyone without evade cannot do that. Thank
Although,
you, sir.
don't roll that. What I just put them on.
Poison.
Ooh.
That was pretty bad.
You have your
5.
sweater.
All right, so I'm going to go. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have him re-roll one of the reds with my lucky sweater since he is within. All right, nice 4. I'm gonna discard ducking and dodging. I have to pay a card or a +1. I will pay a card. Which one do I want to pay? By the way, Jerry, Peter was not hurt when you killed the person that you killed, correct?
No.
Okay, because Jerry, did you see that you have an ability every time you kill somebody, you get to heal one of us?
Yeah, I saw, but
no.
All right, so I cancel 3 of the 4 damage, so I take a single damage from that guy's attack.
Yeah, we went through Mike and my character, and then we just totally skipped Jerry's special abilities. So he gets to draw.
Sorry.
When I kill someone, I can heal any hero for 1 heart. But
and you draw 2 red cards. Wow, you get draw 2 cards a turn. That's pretty darn good.
No, he is awesome for spells. All right, so I don't think the gnome moves at all since he's already on a space with somebody, so I think he's happy. Even though he has a second action, and he can't remember.
He's got a beer, so
yeah, he can't attack twice anyway, right? So just like us.
Correct. You cannot use the same type of attack more than once.
So he could use both if he had them, but he doesn't. So
one thing I didn't say, this doesn't happen too often, but like if you want to build up for a big attack, you can roll one of your actions as one of your. Sorry, you can roll one of your rows as an action. Just for the purposes, yeah, exactly. So, like, if Jerry just wanted to like cast a spell without actually intending to cast any spells, I can even do a melee attack when no enemies are on the board, just to roll and try to get those +1 tokens built up. All right, last thing of every turn, we have the level up step. So we look at the boss's loot stash, which is a little bit up here, and sadly they level up very quickly in 3-player, Peter. So I think we might be in bad way. So normally they get 3 coins for every hero they kill. I asked the designers why they have 1 values here when the only way they get coins is 3s, and they said they'd get back to me, so I have no idea. But right now, if they'd killed one of us, taken us down to 0 life, they would have gotten this. If they'd killed 2 of us, they would have gotten that. As it is, they get 2 stars. 2 stars is exactly how much they need to level up. What happens when they level up? Every one of their dice, every one of their rows increases by 1. They first try to fill everything with whites, which is what they'll do for these 3 rows. Then they try to fill everything with yellows, and then they try to fill everything with red. So he's gone up to being even nastier with melee. He's already ridiculous. And he's got better spells and better leadership for future turns. All right.
Yeah.
Then, just because they hate us, we move the day tracker, and it says if no hero has been defeated, punishment for doing well, the villain spends an extra 2 stars. So he's going to level up again. Then boop. Awesome.
Peter should have died then.
I know.
Well, then they would have gotten 3, which would have been
and the boss would have 4
4
would have been
stars
the
and
he would have
5
gotten,
life extra.
Well, Peter should have just quit the game then.
I mean,
yes, that would have been better.
yeah. So his starting life, by the way, 85. In case you're wondering.
It's very high. All right, now we go to day 1. It's in the campaign book. Hey, Peter, if you want to show him.
I want to show me. I don't even know this.
So, you come upon a familiar door with... Oh, sorry, the lead hero is indeed me. Peter would have passed the initiative token at the end of our level up phase. You come upon a familiar door with a blackstone face, frozen in horror. Its living metal eyes rest upon a horned figure seated before it. As you draw near, you notice that the figure is reading out poetry in a deep, guttural tone. Noticing you, it springs up 10 feet tall and runs to the wall, which opens up to accept it and then slams. Rip! The figure's cloak catches and a tiny key clinks to the floor. So one of us will get the Labyrinth key, which is great, as you'll see in a second. And then if we had 6 or more, not or more, it goes up to 6. If we had 6 players, we would spawn a chump minion. What's the number for the key, Peter?
288.
288.
Labyrinth key.
Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, so this is a great item. Jerry, we'll give it to you because you don't have any loot yet,
No.
do you?
Nope.
Okay, you guys, it is a green item. Or it's not, because there it is. It's a great account.
I flipped it. So once during your turn, you may choose a character to and move them to any revealed region, and that is not an action. That is just move something.
A character, so that's bad guys
Yep.
too?
Yep. Well, actually, you know what? That I'm not sure about. We've been playing it only heroes. Here's a little glossary over here. Let's see. Character. Character refers to any minion, hero, sidekick, or villain in the game. Yep, you can move anybody, Jerry.
So you've been cheating.
Ally. Any character, including yourself. Thank you, glossary. Good job, game designers. Make glossaries
Yes.
for your
Oh
games.
my gosh, you know me. I love glossaries and quick reference cards. I love all of that.
All right,
Yeah,
now,
because if there's something you love, it's words.
Hey.
so for this turn, I'm actually going to choose the hold action.
Well, hold on. You're
Oh,
supposed
sorry.
to tell us how to get rid of the cave-ins.
It's right
Oh,
on
yes,
the
yes,
cave-in.
well, yeah,
you
so
discard a card
Oh,
or
okay, I see it
a
now.
melee token.
Gotcha.
A melee +1 token or any 1 card. All right, so and you can do that as a free action even as you're moving, because normally a cave-in will stop your movement if you move it into space. It'll also do that to enemies, except for the boss. So you had, Peter could go 1, get rid of the cave-in with a card, continue moving for his other 2 movement. Oh, just a note in case you didn't see it, our base camp does have an ongoing ability. Anytime you're there during your turn, as a free action, you can spend any +1 token to heal 2 hearts.
That seems good.
So not a bad thing to do when you're hurt. Yep. So, Jerry, I am choosing to hold with the initiative token. I would rather see what you scout. So go ahead and take
So
your
hold
turn.
just means Mike goes last instead of first. So he just skips his turn. So we go right to Jerry.
All right, so I guess I will scout. Well, actually, should I draw cards first?
I mean, that's up
It's
to
up
you,
to
man.
you.
I'm going to draw cards first.
You have a
Why
lot of
would I
spells
choose
already.
green instead of...
Green, you can cast green spells the same. Green spells tend to summon elementals, which are like little helpers that can do a lot of damage, and
I'll
they
do
tend
one of
to
those.
boost people more.
And don't forget, you can
Yeah,
get
but you
these
can mix and
cards
match.
too.
Peter kind of wants to focus on green since he gets a bonus for casting them on us.
Okay. So now I will scout. So that was 1 action. Now we got my free scout.
Yep, so it is not a event. So you have to put it that way. It's the only way it'll fit.
And don't
Okay.
forget, you can wrap around so you can go to here.
All right, so 1, and you're scouting.
That can't go.
Yep, so that does not work. So what happens is you put it to the side, you draw again, and you keep on doing that, and then all the ones put it aside will go to the top of the deck. There you go. So you are going to have an event, though, so your movement is over.
Sorry.
Just
Go
gonna
ahead.
stop.
Stop.
Flip it. Hit F.
Let Jerry do it, dude.
I'm letting him do it. Hit F.
So it has to
Hit
connect
F.
to you,
There you
Jerry.
go.
Yes, there you go.
Well, I hit F, but I guess you also
I
hit F.
wasn't anywhere near.
All right.
I did not.
So Jerry, your second action ends immediately, and you're going to look at the next event. The Ruby Skull. A ruby skull casts a dim glow against many skeletons which surround it. This is an item of great power and danger. You lock eyes with a gnome across the room who makes a break for the skull. Do you hex the gnome and race for it? Discard one spell or a +1 magic token? Or do you let the hard-working gnome have it? By the way, we're supposed to be heroes. They tell you many times to be nice, but Jerry, you're yourself, so you can decide what you want to do.
They tell you many times to be nice.
Yeah, like literally they say, like, don't forget your credo is to be nice.
But well, I thought the gnomes are the bad guys.
It's up to you, dude.
The enemies are gnomes. Fine. We'll let the hardworking gnome have it.
So we go to C. It says the gnome vaults a pit trap, ducks a scything blade, and grabs the skull. The room bursts with red light. 10,000 years pass as the gnome wrinkles and flakes into dust and then disperses into a terrible mist. You carefully wrap the skull in a bedroll. Jerry, I wasn't giving you any hints to keep you from dying. I would never do that. That would be unethical.
That's horrible.
So you get a free spell, though, Jerry. Age 10,000 years. I will grab it for you.
But I don't want to age 10,000
No, you make
years.
them age.
You make somebody else age 10,000
Oh, okay.
years.
It is not a self-only spell.
I think I grabbed the right one. There it is, Jerry, if you want to grab that. All right, so now we are spawning, and this one goes away. A loot and a level 2 enemy on that space. And then, Jerry, you can take your final action. Is a Doggus.
Oh,
No special powers, but you got a lot of life.
holy moly, is a lot of life and 4 actions. So he's just gonna keep running. Now, how far per move?
They're the same as us, 3 per move.
I mean,
but again, like
there's really no hiding.
all he wants to do is get a melee attack.
There's really no hiding in this game. From like four actions is ridiculous.
Yep. By the way, Jerry, don't forget at any point you can teleport somebody with your key, including yourself. Or one of the enemies to one of us or something like that.
Or to yourself.
I was just going to blow them away.
You made me think of,
let's
you guys remember Terminator 2 Judgment Day?
What about
At one point,
Who hasn't seen that movie?
Edward Furlong says, he blew him away! And I always think of that when I hear that word.
I'm going to take a magic action.
And any T2 fans in the comments? So I'm not the only one to remember that line here.
Yeah, nobody knows Terminator 2. Come on.
No, that line.
I don't remember that quote.
specific
I've seen plenty of Terminator 2. That quote does not stand out to me.
All right.
Oh gosh.
That's some magic, Jerry. That's some magic.
That's
right
8.
there, baby.
Boom.
Wow. So 8. What should I
So
cast?
you can cast any mix
All
of
of them.
spells, and you can save some to get +1s. So by the way, Jerry, elementals, just to let you know, they move after your turn. They have 3 actions. They can only do melee attacks, and they roll 1 red die for each health they have. And they can also take hits for us. So if you cast this elemental, he could do a 3 red melee attack after your turn is
I
done.
rolled an 8.
You rolled 8 currently,
Right.
and you have a +1.
So I will cast that.
For how much?
Oh, cool.
So for 4?
All right, so here's the elementals up here. Comes out where you are. And you just click on him with different numbers. So now he's got 3 life and 3 red dice. That's.
Seems
Oh, and here's his card, Jerry, so you can see who your friend
seems not
is.
terrible.
So I could also cast Annihilation.
I mean, that sounds good.
That was a good movie.
Wait, I don't see Annihilation.
And that will cost me my +1. Right?
Yes, to get to the 5. By the way, there are cards that will have like damage on them, which means you have to like hurt yourself to cast them, for example. What are you doing, Jerry? 6 yellows, and for each die rolled, you may pay damage after you see it to make it a 2. So Jerry can guarantee that this guy's puppy chow after this turn.
Puppy chow, nice. So 5 will flip him,
So you need 2 more 2s, I think, right?
but his
That
doggo
would
his
flip
doggo's gonna go attack this turn, right or no?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can just flip him
Yeah.
and let your elemental.
So I flip
he'll
him.
be at 4 life, so your elemental will probably kill him.
I'm good.
All right. So that was your last action. Now your elemental, I was wrong, can take 2 actions, and they can only do melee attacks.
So that's 1.
And again, they roll 3 red
You
dice.
need 4. Boom.
There you go, baby. And elementals and other summons cannot get +1, so if he had missed, it would just be nothing. He would do nothing for you. Oh, and he can't loot, sadly. So somebody else will have to go in there and actually get that money or treasure at some point.
Man, that's the anti-Jerry move right there.
Okay. I know that kind of stinks. Oh, hold on.
Oh man, by the way, speaking of, we've almost closed off the entire dungeon. I just realized this is the only
so
open
I can just
passage.
move
Oh, no,
myself here with
Mike.
my.
You
my
could,
thing.
and then you can take it. Oh yeah, you're right. Yep. Although that's not going to go much of anywhere. Yeah, so now you can loot, Jerry, since
Oh no, we got
you
up
used the
here
key
too.
to teleport yourself.
Mike, we got up here, and we got up here.
Oh shoot! I didn't see that. That's good for the bounty. Jerry, do you want to scout now, since we can take care of it for you?
Huh?
Do you want to scout up here?
Oh yeah, sure.
It is a dead end, and it is an event.
Oh, the loot just goes over
Yep.
there. Sorry.
Correct. All right, so we got another event and probably more enemies. We're almost to the one that spawns the boss. Fallen Earth entombs the remains of a golem, shattered and broken. You move to examine it when it bursts into life and swipes at you blindly. Okay, if the scatter is not holding any ranged feat cards, they are pulled into the scattered tile and they suffer 3 damage.
Well, that's no bueno.
Well, that.
Wait, didn't you cast a
That
red
is the
spell?
thing
Don't
that
you get to
happens.
heal somebody?
Yeah.
And he killed somebody. So, no, he did not kill it. The golem.
Oh,
killed it.
boo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You take 3 damage, Jerry.
So he's down to 9.
All right, now we are spawning a chump minion that must be a golem. We're going to... Whoa, what did I do? One of you guys do it.
Got it.
You know how me and components are.
There it is.
There we go, perfect.
And another one.
And then underneath him is going to be 2 treasures and a level 3 and then another level 1. So that guy will be in between. We got a nightmare golem in the middle. Hey, Peter, I know what our turn's going to be all about.
I mean, don't forget, I got a dude on my space. By the way.
Oh, I forgot. All right, well, good thing I didn't get more actions.
You're going to loot, I assume, right, Jerry? You going
What?
to loot these things?
You cannot.
No,
dude. There's
I
enemies
can't. There's
Can you
enemies
loot
there.
the gold and the whatever, or no?
No, there's enemies there.
No.
At least I don't
Yeah,
think
all
I
that
can.
stuff counts as a loot action. You are locked from doing any of that stuff.
All right.
All right.
I need to
and
get
hold on.
a drink, so I'll do that.
So it says by the way, this will go in the stash, so we will see what happens next with this card at the beginning of our level up phase. All right, well, Peter, you're up while Jerry's doing
Yep,
his thing.
getting a drink.
All right. So I'm going to kill this dude. I'll probably just punch him in the face. Doesn't seem like I need to use spells. Let's see what my spells are. Just as create an elemental as a sidekick. Seems good. I can do bear form.
Or distribute health to other elementals. You can boost Jerry's to be like a 6 attack guy.
Now, when it says add 2 red dice, I can go above my maximum, huh?
Yeah, you're not putting it on your board. You're just rolling 2 more red dice for the rest of the turn.
And then folded steel. Play anytime any hero. They gain a shield. And you draw a melee feat for this. All right, so that's not terrible. And then my other one is distribute +1 among heroes. Now, do any of these trigger my... when you cast a green wild spell on a hero? Do any of those...
So bear form would do it. And lion's roar.
if I give some to other people?
No, you know what? Lion's roar I don't think would. Bear form very specifically says cast on an ally, whereas Lion's Roar gives you tokens and you distribute them. So I think bear form is the only one that would currently...
So I think I'm going to
use
bear
your beast
form
within.
you at some point, right? But that's an action. And it doesn't say I have to be... it says any ally, right? So I'm kind of good. All right. So let's kill this chump first. So 3 yellow and 2 white. Seems likely to do it since I need 4.
It does.
Now, I mean...
don't actually, a 4th yellow, Peter. Don't forget about your sword.
Oh, nice. I like swords. Now, if I didn't kill him, could I just leave his space or no?
No, because you don't have evade. I mean, you're going to kill him, but, just make sure you do.
Oh my gosh, barely.
Okay, you tried really hard to fail, and you did not. Good job.
Wow, I'm feeling love today. For sure. All right, so I can discard my sword card, which would give a shield, and draw a feat. So it kind of replaces itself. So I actually think I'm going to...
Well, yeah, I would play the card to get a shield. Well, the thing is you need to discard another card to power it, or get rid of your +1 melee.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of my +1 melee to power it. And I'll give Jerry a shield. And I will draw a new card.
Jerry, are you back, by the way?
He's getting a drink, I hear him. Inspired Strike.
Yeah, so for those watching, though, shields go in this little spot above your health. Anytime you would take damage, you must use shields until there are no more. Each one prevents 2 damage you would be suffering.
All right, so I'm going to do Inspired Strike. Oh, wait, I can move out of this space with the thing, yes?
Yes.
Where did I drop that card? Ah, there it is. So I'm going to move out of that space, and then I'm going to use my card to get rid of this.
Yep, so you can discard any card or a melee +1. I'll get rid of the other one with the +1.
So I'll get rid of that melee card. I don't even know what it was. So that's 1, 2, 3 movement. So that's
nice.
2 actions. And then for my third action, I guess I will cast spells. Although, these don't... I want to give you bear form, though. So yeah, I'm going to cast...
Well, actually, don't give me bear form. I can get rid of both cave-ins and get us another shard and coin
so we're
over
just gonna
here.
let Jerry eat it?
And then do a ranged attack. So I can do a ranged attack if I do that, or I can not get the coin and the star thing and not get rid of the second cave-in and do a melee attack. So what do you think?
I mean, will Jerry take all the damage?
I have Ghost Walk. I only have 9 health, so...
Yeah, so they will generally kill Jerry until he cannot be killed anymore, and then they will start attacking other people.
Even if you're there?
They will kill me until I cannot be killed anymore.
And even if you're there?
But hey, I have... Well, hold on a second. I have Hold the Line, which will give Jerry 3 shields. He will be preventing 8 damage this turn if we play that.
So that's fine. So...
Oh, actually, wait. Crap.
I have Ghost Walk.
So how does this count if I cast the spell?
An action and...
You have to 4 shield tokens. That would work. What do you mean?
Hold on. How does this work if I cast the spell? Do I either cast this or roll dice? Or when I cast this, do I also get to roll dice?
No. So potions you can use whenever the heck you want to. You don't have to take a spellcasting action. Only these require an action to be used.
Got it.
A scroll.
So
I have Ghost Walk.
You're the ghost who walks?
Well, they gain evade +1 action and can walk through walls.
Oh, well if you gave that to me, I could actually get a melee and a range attack on them this turn, which seems like it would be good.
Well, but he doesn't have any more actions, right?
Hey, I don't need actions. Cast during anyone's turn. It's a potion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, it's free.
So wait till it's my turn, but that seems very good. So actually now if you want to use bear form, Peter, feel free. Although if you want to save it and do other stuff, that's fine.
I could do both, right? So I was going to do an elemental spark, create my elemental, so that'll be in there with them too, and do some at least a little bit of damage. So let me go ahead and roll my spell casting. So that's 3 yellow. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh wait, how many actions have you used, Peter? Because I forgot you have 4 actions.
Oh, I have 4 actions.
Is this your?
I could move in there.
So you want to get some? You want to get some cards first, or we already did a melee attack, so you moving in wouldn't do anything except tank for Jerry, I guess.
Yeah. How do we decide who they attack?
I'm gonna look it up while you decide what you want to do.
So I'll draw this card, and
I'm pretty sure we choose
a melee card. Oh, I got another bear form. I could bear it up. Head bash. After any ally's melee attack roll, for each dice they may pay 1 life to set it to a number of their choosing. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna cast a spell.
So the only thing I say for tie breaking is the golden rule, which is the reading order thing. So I think when enemies are in a space, we can choose for each individual attack who it's targeting.
Nice. That's 3, which is enough to cast a level 2 elemental. So that's what I'll do.
All right. So here's the other one. There are only 2 elementals. So he's in your space. He's got 2 life. And you can immediately move him in and have him roll 2 red dice of attack.
And I assume I can't play a potion on him. Or can I change him to bear form?
Yeah. Any ally. He's an ally.
Heck yeah. Let's do it. Though I do have to discard a thing. Sure. I'll just get rid of this. Or what's this other potion? Head bash seems good. Like, I'll just get rid of the green. They replace themselves. I'm going to bear form them.
Now, unfortunately, Beast Within is only hero, so you're not going to make the elemental have more life by casting a spell on him.
Right, but I am going to give him 2 red dice with my bear form. Now, what does my thing say? When you cast a green wild spell on a hero. Never mind. Not a hero.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Ah, I gotcha. Ooh, but
Nice.
he hit like a truck.
All right, so 2 goes to the Golem Workhorse, which flips him. The other 4 is not an 8. The other 4 is not nearly enough. Did you really want to give him beast form, dude? You would have known that there was an 8 underneath.
No.
And known that you were wasting it, basically.
No, that seems wasteful. I'm gonna get those 2 cards back. Yeah, I thought it was a 4 underneath.
Yeah, I would say beast form for me, because I might actually be able to get
Well,
through.
I can give you 2 bear forms if you really want.
Your call.
But it says spell. These are potions.
Correct.
Is that still a spell?
Oh, yeah. The feats are not spells, but green and red are all spells. Because you saw, like, almost no spells cast on people, so otherwise your ability would do nothing.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed by it. All right, so I'm done.
All right, Jerry, you want to do your thing?
Sure.
So I have an extra action this turn, which brings me to 4, and I can go through walls, and I have evade or whatever.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna move for my first action. So 1, I'm gonna discard a +1 token on melee to get rid of that cave-in. I will loot both of these.
Seems good.
2, 3, I will discard. Oh, these are really good. Eye for the prize, because that also gives me +1 action. I think we have enough of that.
So that's 1 action.
All right, so that got rid of both of those. Second action, I'm going to go... Oh, wait. I do need 1 more action to attack. So I'm keeping Eye for the prize. I'm going to give myself an extra action. Hold on. And I'm going to get rid of Hold the Line instead, because I don't think I can afford
Hold
to use
the line.
it. Second action, I'm going here. Third action, I'm making a range attack. Unfortunately, range is not my...
I mean, that's fine. You
best.
literally need to do 2, right?
Yeah, you need 2.
I know, but I wanted to get a ton and hit the guy.
I mean, for 8 more?
Yeah.
Not likely.
All right, he's dead.
Wow, that was terrible.
I mean,
all right, so I killed
terrible
that
is
guy.
all you needed, though. All right.
I'm going to play Eye for the Prize. I get an extra action, and I can loot even where enemies are. So I'm going to move in here, and I have 1 action left. I'm going to go in and loot everything.
I thought...
Oh, we got every shard?
No. 1 more. Oh, wait, no. You're right. We did. What does that get us?
it's going to be healing.
You will see in a second whenever the boss shows
I'm
up.
pretty sure, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, were these items there?
Yeah, so both these treasures go over here. Got a lot of stuff coming over
I
here.
mean, seems good.
All right, and now I'm going to get to whacking. You playing bear form on me, Peter?
Do you want 2 bear forms or just 1?
That is entirely
I
up to
mean,
you
you
sir.
need 5 for the
Cards.
one under them. What are the odds of you getting 13?
If I have 7 red dice and my battle pick and my bonus to battle pick and I play my bullseye for +2, it's possible.
All right, so I'll play both bear forms. So I discarded my whole hand.
And I'm going to put both the +1s I get from your Beast Within ability on melee. Right?
I mean, that's up to you, but it seems right to me.
So I'm rolling 7 reds
That's it.
and 1 yellow from my axe. I really hope the yellow doesn't miss because that's the only way that I would not get the +2 for my axe. All right, here we go. Nice. That seems like a very
13.
good roll. 6, 12, 13, 14. My axe bonus makes it
Doesn't matter.
16.
Flips him, kills him,
So
right?
Oh, so I had way too much. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I
That's a
mean,
bummer. Well, actually, how much extra did I have though? How much was that?
he
guy?
was 8 and then 5 more. Is all you needed.
You had
So I
1
have
more.
enough for 1
No.
+1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
you
it's
do?
not-
Oh, I see what
I
you're
got
saying.
6.
Oh,
16.
because of your axe.
Yeah. So all right, I got 3 melee +1.
Nice.
I couldn't kill the last guy. Sorry, dude.
Well, I mean,
You couldn't kill him anyway.
Jerry's got a ton of armor, so I say we let either Jerry or my elemental tank it.
I have a ton of armor. How do I have a ton of
Oh,
armor?
Mike never gave you the.
No, I didn't give him
tokens.
the
Never mind.
bonuses. I didn't give him the bonuses. All right, so we got to level up. So first we do the event, our golem thing. You all freeze as a golem looms up to the lonely fire, unbreathing, silent, batting at a paper which dangles from its head. To your shock, it strides into the fire. Its body blackens and one leg gives as the flames threaten to burn the paper. One of us can grab the paper, requiring 6 ranged successes, or heave the golem out of the fire, requiring 6 melee successes. Do I still have your bear form, Peter?
What does it say? Until the end of the round?
Until this round ends. Yes, I do. So I have 7 reds if y'all want me to pull them out of the fire.
Probably should do that, right?
Yeah.
It'll be automatic.
I have neither of those, so.
All right.
So D, right?
All right. So I don't need to roll. So you see it as pass and fail. Your hands are seared as you heave the molten golem to safety. It slams down, knocking the paper into the flames and laying back in relief. With a click, it detaches its mighty hand and extends it to you as the fight in its eyes dies out. Okay, I take 2 damage from the fire, but I discover 258 Golem's throw.
You want me to take your 2 life off?
Sure, thank
Down to
you.
11.
I feel like that's a spell, so it's gonna be useless to me.
But it can go.
Oh no, it's a melee. It's a melee thing.
Well, Jerry can.
Which is very
Jerry doesn't want that.
No.
Well, we could sell it.
No.
Yeah. No, it's a melee. No, sorry, it's a melee feat.
Oh.
Play as a nearby enemy is defeated. Deal their heart value as damage against any character you can see, even down hallways. That's awesome. So I throw their dead body into somebody else.
Yeah, but you have to discard something to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you can also use that to discard, right? So.
All right, we got
a lot.
Wow. All right, I guess I'm gonna trade out my battle pick for the weighted javelin. Who would like a horse that gives them +1 action and evade every turn?
I mean, that's good. That was what my other character started with, basically. Jerry, do you want that instead of your clock or whatever?
Yeah, I can take the clock, Jerry, if you want.
What's the gnarled staff?
Well, you take that too. It's a red spot. It says red spells, which cost hits to cast cost
I'm already
1
full
less.
on red, right?
Doesn't matter.
Wait, what?
No.
It's a red.
No. You can get beyond your max. It's an.
Yeah, so that's definitely all you.
Yeah, there's literally no reason not to take it. If you get something better,
So it made any red spell that would hurt you to cast it, Jerry, needs 1 fewer success for all the. Actually, I don't know. How do you guys interpret that? Does it take 1 less damage to you, or does it require 1 less hit to cast? Oh, hits to cast. That's not damage. Yeah. So yeah, that means all your red. Holy crap! All your red spells are -1 now, Jerry. That's absurd.
And you get a white dice.
Well, does it cost 1 less hit to cast?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah. So instead of needing 4 here,
so like this one is 1, 2,
Right.
3, 2, 4, 3, 5. So you can combo. Oh my gosh! Yeah, you're the king now.
No. What are you talking about? Oh,
it costs
hit.
you 1.
Hits are what you roll on the
I'm
dice.
thinking about the life.
No.
No. I misled you. Yes. So it is 1 less hits. To
But
actually
only the
cast.
ones that cost you life. So only these 2, or these 3, not this one.
No. I was wrong. No. Forget everything about life. I just made that up. It just says which cost hits to cast. These are hits.
He's a liar.
The thing at the top.
Oh.
It means every red spell that's not a potion, basically.
So but I also get an extra white.
Yeah, but you don't put it on there, dude. You
Yep.
just have the item.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
you just look at your items to see what you roll.
So Jerry, you taking the horse for an extra action?
Sure.
I feel like we got to keep you in the spells. And I'll take the clock, I guess.
That's fine.
And then we're going to sell the battle pick, right? Because we already have all reds.
Yep. Where are we?
Yep.
That's worth 1 coin.
So we got.
Yep. And then, oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got the max. Somebody roll a white to die and see if we get the bonus.
Come on, Jer. Boom. Yeah. So we get.
So everyone get 5 level ups.
And we added 8 more to our total here. So that would put us at 15.
So we're at 15
Yep.
total. Yep. Feeling good about this. We're going to win this time, baby. Is anybody in the chat? Anybody very happy about our success?
Nobody's saying anything. It's been a quiet chat. There are people out there. They're just quietly watching. It's a chill night.
They're just in awe of our awesomeness.
They might be drinking along with us. We
speechless.
need to get alcohol going here. That way.
Oh, I got alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Going.
That way they can chill, drink with us.
All right, so 5 stars. Should I get a... I mean, now I can teleport myself, so I feel like I still don't need extra actions. I think I'm going to
How did I get to 4 actions?
Keeping on.
Oh, I bought one twice. So I need to start leveling stuff up, though. My spells have been severely wanting, I feel like. So I get 5.
Well, should I have 5 red dice?
It's up to you, dude. Gotta live your best life.
Should I take something
1,
else?
2,
Oh,
3,
everybody
4.
get your card draws as well, by the way.
I'll move one of these whites down here.
Ah.
That's 5. Boom.
So Peter, draw
Yeah, I
your
got
green. Jerry, draw your 2 reds. Okay.
I mean, I didn't get it, but I got that I need to do that.
There.
Man, this golem sucks. even on his flipped side, he's nasty. All right. So we go to the enemy turn. First, he casts in some spellage on us.
So his spells are now 3
3
and 3.
yellows and 3 whites. Somebody else roll. I rolled really high for spells.
I roll
last
like garbage,
time.
so that's fine. There's a Peter roll.
That's pretty good.
So that's 5.
There he has 1 left. Oh no, that's right, because he's got a +1 from last time. So he's got 2 left. Justin. Oh no, never mind.
Yep.
Now he's gonna have 2 tokens. He could not afford the cheapest of that.
All right.
So first, roll out the boom. The region with the most heroes. This seems bad.
Place 3 bombs there.
Placing 3 bombs there. So whenever bombs are placed, Jerry, somebody rolls a white die. On a hit, every bomb on the board explodes, including previously placed ones. So Jerry, go and roll. This will be bad for us. So try not to roll a hit. Come on. Damn it.
That's not great.
All right, so everyone takes 6 damage in every space there and adjacent to there. So both of our elementals
So
are
wait
dead.
a minute. That's not even enough to kill this guy. Come on.
Yep. It would have been great if it had been 1 more bomb.
I mean, would it have been? Would it really have been great?
No, it would not have
So
been.
Jerry, don't forget this is 2.
So Jerry, don't forget to
Your shield
you're
blocks
only taking
2.
4, Jerry, from that.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot it was bad to all be on the same space.
When did I get a shield?
I
tip?
gave you one while you were while you were going away.
Peter gave it to you.
See, you've just been nothing but mean to me, and I've done nothing but help you.
All right, so then the lead hero, which is you now, Jerry, your space, dang it, gets a cave-in, so we each take 2 more damage.
What do you mean we?
And unfortunately, it does not add up.
Oh, you two.
Except for Peter. It does not add up for the enemy, so he does not die. He took 6, and then he took 2, and neither one is enough. And he's going to cave in us in also, so we're going to be super dead, I'm sure, both of us.
I mean, it's better to die now than die later, right? Because that's how he wins. I mean, if you're already hurt, you don't want to go into the boss fight hurt, if I remember correctly.
Well, he hasn't hit me yet.
All right, and now he's... That sucked. Now he's doing... Whoops.
I think we actually want him to attack
And the
Jerry.
sad thing is those... Here's his spawning. Okay, so he's just getting 2 + 2 or +2 tokens for next time. All right, and now minions activate. So this guy's happy where he is. He attacks one of us for a red and 3 yellows. Are we both at 2 life or less?
Oh,
I'm not. So Jerry, if he attacks you, the cave-in won't finish me off, and I'll be left with 1 life. So do you want to take the hit, Jerry?
well, but here
Don't we get to
is
see what it
the
is
question,
first?
actually. Do we want you sitting at 1 life when the boss spawns?
Boss is not spawning
That's
yet. We're going down to day
that's
2.
true. All right. But we need you to die
All right.
before he
Well-
spawns. And maybe even me to die.
Sure. I mean, I'll definitely die. I'm sure that will happen.
I'll try my best.
So red.
All right, so
and
Jerry,
3
he kills you no
yellow.
matter what, because he can't roll less than 2 damage with his current attack.
So just put your life back to full.
Okay, and then he has the cave-in ability, so he drops
That's
a second cave-in.
How could he not? He could roll 3 blanks and
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, go ahead and roll it. You are
I mean,
correct.
come on.
Not
dude.
not likely.
See, close.
Close. He doubles you up, baby.
All right, and then he cave-ined me because he has the cave-in ability. That's it for minions. So Jerry, you go next to him to show that you are dead. He goes to his level up phase. He's got 3 coins, and then you go back to the camp.
By the way, we always
You have your
forget to
full
heal.
life back. Yeah, I know. I should have healed when I ran by there, for example. So the boss is getting 4 stars this turn, and his life goes up to 90. So he's leveling up twice.
How is it possible to do that much damage?
It's not easy. This one is a white and then another yellow. All right. Jesus.
Did it?
No.
Okay, we go down to
Wait,
day
what
2.
happened? What's
I
this?
know what happened.
What happened here?
That should be on top.
Jerry just looking through the level 3s to see how jobbed we got?
No. No, I accidentally... Someone moved the deck, and when I went to hit R to roll something, it shuffled those cards.
No, wait, he got
All right, day
plus
2.
10 life, you said, right?
You got plus 5.
Okay, good. 'Cause
Day 2. Passive elite here to read. I'm sorry that you are lost, that we left you without a trace, that you'll likely starve or get eaten by a chumling before you find me. In my experience, it's best to let problems like you sort themselves out naturally. You gulp, wondering what the heck a chumling is. Oh, place 1... Oh, no, sorry. I read the wrong one. It's fine. He says that he's going to crush you, and then a cave-in falls on your head, Jerry, because you're still the lead player, so take 2 damage.
Wait, what? We're day 2, right?
Yes.
Really?
And spawn for 5 players only. An elite minion.
All right, that's it for him. Let's try to get the last event this turn if we can, because it is better to spawn him early if it's possible. But Jerry, do you want to go first or last?
Sure, I'll go first.
All right. I'm pretty sure I can kill this guy, so don't worry about him. Feel free to go.
I'm not worried about him.
All right, so that's 1 move, and no event yet. Actually, that doesn't fit, does it?
Nope.
Again.
Wait, where's the other one we discarded earlier?
That doesn't fit. I put it on top. Remember, it always goes on top.
Oh.
That doesn't fit.
Nope.
Nope. I mean, the one on top will fit. Worst case scenario. There we go. Oh, and that does spawn a loot, and that's a 3+. So that spawns a loot and a level 2 enemy for you to kill, Jerry. Now it does not end your move, so you can continue moving onto his space if you would like to. With the horse, you have evade, so you can actually move past him even.
You're so fancy.
Exploring again.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I should blow him away first.
Well, too late. Found the dojo.
Oh, dojo's cool. I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, the dojo's great. That's where we level up. Makes our... Yes, if we want to look, each of us has a special ability in the bottom right. Mine is after I power surge, I gain a +1 ticket on any row. What's yours, Peter?
Mine is the Beast Within. Also gives you +1 health.
It gives whoever you played the green card on.
Oh, that hero +1 health.
And Jerry, whenever you would pay 1 damage, including from your spells, you pay 1 less. So you would not take any damage from playing those spells. So that's anytime you get to that location. Well, Jerry, hold on. Your move did end because that's an event. So we're actually.
By the way, I think Beast Within or Lion's Roar definitely triggers Beast Within. By the way, it says on a hero, and then this says give heroes, friendly heroes.
Right, but you're not casting the spell on them. You're casting a spell which gives you tokens and then distributing them among the heroes. If you look at the other spell, it said cast on a hero.
Yeah.
That one does not say cast on. All right, so the villain is in the scouted tile. Hey, Golem. Nice to see you there. Here he is. The enormous Golem. What else does it say? Read the Act 3 final battle entry and put this in the stash. All right, so final battle entry. What's it say?
Thaddy
ran ahead, on and on, as if in a trance. At least that was the excuse he later gave Isabella for running headlong into the enormous Golem. Its chiseled presence loomed threateningly above the order, and a mournful blue light sparked in its eyes. Retreat, it spoke. Coach examined the Golem's features. There was kindness there, buried deep. Retreat, while you are able override. A howling klaxon erupted from the Golem's mouth. Its eyes melted into crimson red. It cracked its knuckles. Pummeling protocol engaged. Okay, gather minions on the map and place them with the villain. Well, hey, that's at least simplifies things, I guess.
I mean, ish.
What
order?
If there are fewer minions than heroes, add 1 elite minion, level 2 minion there. And there are, right? We have 2 minions. Yep. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What's the order?
Right, so here we
How
go.
do we know?
Whatever we want. So I'll put the 8th guy on the bottom because F that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, stream. Wait. Are those level 2 enemies? Jeez. Okay. What else does it say? So by the way, Jerry, the villain counts as always at the bottom of the stack, so you can't fight him until you kill everybody else. Okay, remove sun shards from the map and sun shield. For each one on the sun shield, each of us gains 1 shield or 2 healing. And shields you can only have up to 4.
So, but there are 5 things here.
I will heal 10 because we had all 10.
Yep,
all 5.
me too.
I will heal 2 and
get 4
3
shields, right?
4 shields.
4 shields. That's right.
Yeah.
Here's a shield.
Max, they're right here. If you want to copy them, they go on the little spot right above. Just to show you
Right
where
here.
the
Where are
shield is.
Oh, I see 'em.
Well, that was nice. I like that. All right, let's see what else happens here. Place a 1 token on the villain's health marker. The first time they take damage, remove. Okay, that we don't worry about that because I'll just tell you how it works. Okay, flip the Approach of Doom board. Heroes will play out the rest of their hero round. Then the villain will take different rounds. So basically, we're gonna flip the thing that told us what he does. So he's not taking the same turns anymore. Instead, he's going to take an action for each of his action points, which is 2 at first, which is generally just beating the crap out of us. Then he'll activate all his minions, and then he will level up. He doesn't actually get stronger anymore, so we did limit him to 4 red dice and 2 yellow dice. He doesn't cast spells anymore.
I love how you said we limited him to 4 red dice and 2 yellow dice.
Yeah. Limited to, yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, and then he advances his action track, or he does automatic damage to us. Every time he kills one of us, he's going to get a soul. This is shown on the back of his loot stash, which is also flipping. So every time he kills one of us, he's going to get a soul. Once he's gotten 3 souls, he wins. So we need to kill him before he gets 3 souls, which I'll tell you right now, even as good as I think we've been doing, is tough. But you get to continue your turn, Jerry.
He doesn't do the spawning anymore, though, right?
Correct. He does not spawn anybody else except sometimes through his action cards. He does not cast spells except sometimes through his action cards.
So really,
it's
just
you get that
range
loot.
and melee that matter.
All right, so I'm going to cast an AoE, or I'm going to cast a spell.
Nice.
So 4 red. And a yellow and a white.
Yep.
Correct.
And cost 1 less.
Well, yeah, all of them will cost
red
1
spell.
less.
How many actions do you have left, by the way, Jerry?
This is
What?
second action, I think.
How many actions do you have
This
left?
is my second action.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you got 6,
All right, so
and
I got
everything costs 1
6.
less.
So that one would be 5.
Oh, you can do 6 AoE damage?
Yeah.
5 and a life.
Pretty good. So.
Does he have to lose a
you
shield
gotta
for
pay a
that?
life, don't forget. No. The only thing that ignores shields is things that deal damage directly, I think.
And
Pretty sure about
yeah,
that.
there's no benefit to doing that, right?
Well, 6 isn't wonderful because they all have 7 life, and the bottom guy has 8 life.
Well, the boss will get hurt, and the rest of them will get flipped. So that doesn't, well, I mean, it won't hurt the 8th life guy, but it will flip the
That's
other
true.
2 guys. Oh, no, it's your call, Jerry. You can't cast another spell, so what do you want to do?
Why can't I cast
Because
another?
you only have 1 point left.
Well, oh, sorry. If you can't do another spell action, I should say.
Okay.
You could do this.
If you had enough successes, you can cast more spells.
So I could wait a minute. I'm at 6, right?
Correct.
And that costs 5. So I could also cast this.
Yes. We could each hurt ourselves to do 2 damage.
Right.
And then you can kill the 8 guy. Do you want to do that?
Wait.
That's up to you. So I've done 6 to everybody.
So let's
Well, it doesn't add up. Each thing is a separate
so
attack. So let's do your 6
let's start with
first.
the 6, right? So flip those
That
2.
guy's flipped to his 3 side. That guy's flipped to his 3 side. That guy's unaffected. Now let's show you how boss attacking works. So you have to do at least 5 damage. And what you do whenever you attack with at least 5, you see the bottom of his activation cards, which is what we're going to start using. You see how there's a shield next to melee and a broken heart next to magic. That means this turn he is vulnerable to magic and strong against melee. So we flip the top card into the discard pile. And we look. Sometimes you would have gotten a bonus because he was weak to magic. In this case, you would have gotten a negative if you did a melee or range attack. So you just do, it always rounds to down to 5. So you just do 5 damage to him from that attack.
Does that make sense?
And now he is once again weak to magic and strong to melee, just for anybody who's interested.
So does it do a
Did you get it?
minimum of 5?
No.
You have to do it. No,
you have to do at least 5 to move
Oh,
it.
okay.
So because you did 6, it only moves at 1 spot. See, these are all increments of 5. if you look at his life track.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so
All right, so now if you want to cast your second.
Yeah, why not?
So it's 2 damage. We need 3 to kill the gnome goblobber. Or if 2 of us take 2 damage, we'll kill both gnome goblobbers.
oh, because it right. I can take 2.
It says attack. It doesn't say like choose. And I'm probably gonna die anyway. Maybe I should take 2, or should Jerry? I mean, Jerry is very survivable at the moment.
Okay.
I'll take 2. It's fine. So Jerry, you don't have to take it.
All right, so those 2 jobbers are dead.
All right, so both gnome goblobbers are dead. All right, Jerry. So still your turn. You got actions left.
I got 1.
You have a range attack.
Run away.
Take the range attack or draw cards. What do you think are your chances of actually doing 8?
0. He could do 7.
I have bullseye. I can give you +2.
Is it worth me doing it, or would it be better to
Oh wait,
save
here,
it for
Jerry.
me?
Let's say I played this before you went. That will give you 4 +1s on your range attack spot.
Huh?
Sorry, I forgot that I had that. It was 1 +1 +1
gotcha.
token for every enemy you can see. So you would have gotten 4 +1s before
All right,
you
so
attacked.
I'm going to take a range action.
Nice.
So he gets a red,
So-
2 reds, a yellow, and 5 whites.
Well, no.
No,
No,
plus
no,
1.
He has
It's
4
the
+1
tokens.
tokens if he wants to use them. He doesn't have to use
Oh,
them.
he has the tokens. I'm sorry.
Correct. And you do need all 4 of them if you want to kill that guy. Jeez.
Well, do I want to kill that guy, or do I want to damage the...
You can't.
Yeah, you have
to
to
kill the
you
dude
can't
on
hit
top.
The boss until he's
Oh, that's right. All right, fine. I
Remember
killed him.
Unlikely Heroes?
All right, nice. Yeah, for everyone watching, we designed a game that has like so many mechanics, somewhat
similarities to this game. So many similarities.
I mean, totally different type of
Many
game,
years
like-
ago. Many years ago.
Yes.
All right, you want to move me or something?
Oh, I can do that on my turn, so I'll get you out of there.
Oh, okay.
Although, I mean, I'll be on him to take damage, so it's fine. All right, Peter, you're up.
I mean, we might want to move Jerry onto him.
I'm gonna move him onto him, and then on his turn, Jerry can get his. Oh, Jerry, you get to heal. You killed 4 people.
that's
didn't
right.
you?
I forgot about that.
So then,
Each time I defeat anyone, so I defeated
so
3.
Jerry, you should have lost the 2 life, not Mike, because you're gonna heal it right back up.
Anyone can heal. Anyone.
Yeah,
can
I'll just heal 3 if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm at the
Did I
lowest
kill
life.
3 or 4?
3.
Killed.
A golem and 2 gobblers.
Yeah,
All right.
correct.
So go ahead, heal 3.
I did. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. I'm not gonna get there.
Oh, wait a minute. I have one. I have an extra action.
Oh, that's right, from the horse. You want to draw cards?
Yeah, I might as well draw cards, right? You said range or defensive ones?
They tend to be, yeah. Or they also boost range attacks, which you're good at, so it's good for you either way.
All right. I'm gonna draw.
Now you're gonna have too many cards, so you might want to use.
Well, I have one that lets me change dice.
Oh man, piercing arrow.
And
is
it
awesome
costs
if we
you
use it for
2
something
though
else.
to get rid of. To do it though, right? Piercing arrow.
Well, it's not useful until there's more enemies. But yeah, he can play Fate Weaver on one of us. All right, Peter, your turn.
I believe we can make it through the night. All right. I drew 2 spells as my first action. Mike, if you move me onto him.
I can only do it on my turn, dude.
Oh. Well, that's not very useful.
You gotta schlep over there. But hey, you can heal yourself while you're at the base, or at least get rid of that cave-in.
All right. 1, 2. Which one do I want to discard? So Lion's Roar. Distribute +1 among any friendly heroes. Create Elemental. I don't want to get rid of that one. And Fierce Swipe.
Fierce Swipe seems pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Because he's
So I'm
weak
gonna-
to magic right now, so if you can cast that, you can hurt him.
So I'm going to get rid of Lions. I don't know that I'm going to get to him.
Well, that was only 1 action. You still have 1 movement left.
No.
could you
I
not
drew
get
2 cards, don't forget.
Okay, so that was 2 actions. You still have 1 movement left.
Once during your turn, your hero region may spend a +1. Well, I don't even have +1s, I don't think, so I can't heal.
So you have 2 actions left, Peter.
Yep. So that was my last move. 1, 2, 3. And then there's my second to last move. And now I
So
can
you
either,
immediately train in the dojo, so now you get that extra bonus for anybody you play a card on.
which I have not done all game. It doesn't seem like there are any cards that target my people. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't drawn them.
Hey, you turned me into a bear. I was good.
Like once all game, I've gotten cards that I could do it with, and all I've done is draw green cards.
All right, I assume you're casting a spell since he's weak to it and strong to melee, right?
Sure.
Here's your dice. And don't forget, Jerry can fate weave you if you don't roll well.
Now, so for Feral Swipe, for example, though, +1. Oh, +1 damage for each dice. Never mind. All right, so I get 4 yellow and a white. Oh,
yeah, plus your thing.
Item.
That's why.
Yep. Good call. Woohoo! Fate
That's
Weaver.
enough.
One more. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Can I? Well, Jerry can play his Fate Weaver.
What am I doing?
If you play Fate Weaver, Peter can damage the boss twice. He can do 10 damage.
Okay.
Seems better.
Because Peter, you can change any number of dice to.
+1 life per.
Yeah. So if you just want to change 1, that'll be enough, right?
I'm gonna change it to 2, because why wouldn't I?
No, I have to say.
Oh, so he did one die, Jerry. That's okay. You're gonna be the only one not on the boss, so I think you'll probably be all right.
All right, so I smack him with a Feral Swipe for 5 plus 5 dice on here, so
Nice.
that's 10.
So flip it.
So which seems good. Just saying.
Once again, not a crit. This is a bummer, but we still do 10 damage. That's good. He's down to 75.
But we also got rid of Smashy Smash, which seems good. I don't want him to Smashy Smash me, so like we got that going for us. All right.
All right, so my turn now, correct?
Yep, that was all my actions.
Right.
Gee, where are all his minions? Oh, that's right. I killed them.
You did.
Nice,
All right, I'm
Jerry.
going to spend
Nice.
2... Actually, you know what? I have a ton of cards I don't need. I'm going to keep my +1 melee tokens. I'm going to get rid of Golem's Throw, because I don't think I'll be throwing anybody. And I'm going to get rid of Hail of Arrows. Both of those let me do area of effect attack, so that gets all that
So wait a
going.
minute.
So
Why
hold
are
on,
there
hold
2
on.
gaming tokens?
But before we move past my spell casting, if Jerry had changed one more of my dice, I could have put a 1 health elemental, and would he just smash him and like any excess damage just goes away? Like a chump
That would happen.
blocker? Jerry, can you take 1 more damage so I can create a level 1 elemental?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. You're a true gentleman and a scholar, right?
Here it is.
I'm
That's-
not a scholar.
That seems to
Yeah.
make sense. And he gets to
Yeah.
attack him for 1 red dice. I'm not going to waste anybody's time
Well, yes,
rolling
I was
that.
about to say. What's the guy weak to now? Oh, he's weak to melee. Let's get in there, baby. All right. That means I can't do a... Let's see, how many actions do I have? And how far
Don't
away
forget,
is
you
he
can
gone?
teleport to anywhere. For
Yeah,
no
you can
action.
teleport.
I know.
But he wanted to
It's
get
just I
rid of
wanted
the
to
two.
I want to do a range attack and a melee attack, but there's no way to make that happen if I teleport myself now. But I guess there's nothing else I can do. All right, so I will teleport.
Wait, why is there
Draw
no
3
way to do it?
actions,
Why is there no way to do it?
Couldn't?
because I can't get out of this space. to get
Why don't
adjacent.
you start here?
Teleport to
Take a ranged attack, then move
Oh. No, I
Yeah.
don't. No, the point is he's weak to melee this turn and strong against ranged.
in. Oh,
Oh, for this attack.
Yeah, so I don't want to attack him. So now let's teleport right to him. All right, so I level up, which means whenever I
Teleport it on your head.
do a power surge, I get a +1.
I'll give you a
Seems
dojo
good.
gen.
Thanks.
Dojo.
Jojo. So I have all 3 actions, but I can only attack him
What do you
once.
do?
I can only power up once. Heck am I gonna do? I guess I can do a range attack just to get +1s. All right, so first I'm going to power up,
Oh, for no reason.
get 1 of each, and I get a +1 token for my new mentor power. I guess I'll put it on
Did you say
melee,
Dementor
'cause I'm
power?
about- mentor, monk, whatever he is, dude. He taught me powers.
Nice.
Play before any hero's melee roll. This roll, they add +1 hit for each die that is a 2 and pay 1 heart for each of us that a miss. Well, considering I only have red dice and a single yellow for my Mighty Javelin, I think we're going to play that. All right, so Mighty Blow. All right, so I'm rolling. So I'm doing a melee for my second action. So that's 4 reds and a yellow.
Seems good. 2, 3,
So
4,
do you have-
5, 6. And what is this?
So I get +1 from this for the card I play. That's not as much as I hoped for. I wish Jerry still had his Fate Weaver thing.
Well, I mean, it worked out, I think.
So 3, 5, 6, 7, +2 for my axe, 9. All right, so I'll spend 1 + 1 to make it 10.
I mean,
actually, you know what? Now, forget that. I'm going to spend all my +1s and use my bullseye, make it 15, right?
I mean, that seems good.
I thought so, too.
What's a bullseye?
+2 damage.
Yeah.
What was the thing?
And feedback shield. Oh, it's nothing. Dang it. I mean, it's good to not get the negatives, and he's down to 60 life, but I still wish I was... Because there are a lot... We get to job him up quite a lot if we get crits. All right.
Have we seen a crit?
No.
Not yet.
Which means that they're all in here.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or it's all a lie.
All right, and finally, for my last action, I'm going to take a range attack against the darkness.
Yes, cast magic missile.
I can't do anything else.
Against the crevasse. So you get...
That's
pretty
2.
good.
That is 3 + 1 tokens. It seems pretty decent. Alrighty.
Now, are you never allowed to leave his space? Is that the...
Now, without evade...
Got it. But you could use this Dreamweaver Labyrinth key.
Well, yeah, exactly. I will use it next turn if he's still...
To put him right on top of Jerry.
Right.
You should do that right now. Just...
Well, I can evade.
I'm using my Labyrinth key. Boom.
So first thing we do in level up is we flip this. This is just kind of walking us through the special rules because we found the boss early. So we resolve the level up step as normal. Okay, and then if there were any heroes that got killed through their actions during the turn, the boss would get some level ups immediately. But otherwise we're just skipping... We skip the boss's level up forever now. All right, so here we go. We got a Dwarf Rune Staff. Your magic action rolls +1 for every cave-in or mountain on the map. You like that better, Peter, than...
No.
Okay, so that's 1
Wasn't
bounty.
there a cave-in here? Or did you get rid of it?
I got rid of all the cave-ins because he gets a lot of
Yeah,
boosters
he
from
gets
cave-ins. All right, so
bonuses
we got
for
1,
cave-ins.
4, 6. We got 8 again. So, Jerry, you're good with those ones, whether we want them or not. We're going to roll that.
Nope.
Dang it! So 4 level ups, and we're not going to level up again for the entire mission.
But we do get 8 more monies. Right?
Yes. Yes. I'll take care of that.
I got it.
You want to take care of that? Okay. Never mind.
I got it, brother.
Yeah, 4 level ups, and at this point, I would recommend actions tend to not be very useful. So.
Well, I don't know. But
I mean, I guess they're good to get more cards. So yeah, you know what? Forget what I said.
One.
Oh, and everybody get whatever cards you draw, by the way. Some defense. Come on. No defense. Dang it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay.
all right, so I did 1 changing a yellow to a white, and then 3 more to get my melee up to mostly red.
Nice. Jerry, you're looking pretty tough over there. So, Jerry, you do have to discard down to 6 cards, so discard one of those.
Do I have to do it immediately?
Yeah, it's during the level up step, so right now is when it happens. I mean, Piercing Arrow is basically useless, right? I would get rid of that. All right, so now we go to the boss turn. It's a lot simpler. He's doing 2 action cards, because he has a 2 right now. So first, charge! If there are not 2 or more minions... Okay, never mind, Jerry. Spawn an elite enemy. Where's the closest purple to the weakest? Oh, we have no purples anywhere near us, so he's like all the way over here. One of those guys again. All right, place 1 cave-in in the lead hero's tile, which, move to Peter.
Which is...
Are you the only one not there? No, we're both there. So we each take 2.
Oh, so that kills my elemental, unfortunately.
And it kills the elemental. Damn it.
Do I lose health or do I drop
It does.
shields?
You weren't there, Jerry.
Good,
You don't
buddy.
take anything.
Oh. That's good.
Sleep well.
We wish... All right, so that was charge. Villain moves 6 towards the closest enemy. No, he doesn't. Okay, villain rolls melee, adding +1 to the result for each tile they moved into. So no plus. All right, who's got more life, Peter? Who has a chance of surviving?
I got 12.
All right, well, Successful
I've got
Geek
10,
said
so-
I really like the player dashboards in this. And yes, I agree. I like
Again, I'm not sure if they're
dashboards too.
dual layer. It'd be cool if they were.
I gotta
Peter,
guess
can
that
you
they
take the
would
attack?
be. But maybe it depends on how well the Kickstarter is. All right, I'm going to take it since I got more life. Let's do this.
So
Well, hold on.
4 red, 2
Wait,
yellow.
hold on.
Oh, what?
What is enfeeblement? Cast before anyone on the map makes an action roll.
Oh, so he would go, instead of rolling 4 reds and 2 yellows, he would roll 4 yellows and 2 whites.
I mean, that seems way better.
You want to do that, Jerry?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Go ahead,
but I have
Peter.
to discard a card for that, so hold on.
All right.
So
Or you can choose while Peter sees how much he gets hit for.
I'm going to discard age 10,000 years.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait.
Yeah, that's great against a boss, right? I feel like.
No, it's
No,
worthless against the
it
boss.
only kills somebody who has that much life. It does nothing against the boss.
Oh.
But
It's good. It's
Didn't
good to
we
get
spawn?
minions. So
didn't we spawn
Yeah, it's
a
right here.
minion?
yes, he's behind. He's gonna come over here and attack you in a second.
So
I get hit by
discard
for
something
4.
else.
I feel like that's probably as good as that roll could have gone.
That was the best I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm not even gonna use my armor to re-roll one of those. We're gonna let that lie.
Well, hold on. Whoa. I can change a die to a number of my
No, don't do
choice.
that.
Well, please don't, because I might. He's gonna attack again with his second card, and I might die from that attack. So hold on to that for a second.
I still have to discard one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Uh,
After the card is resolved for the boss, we discard it. And we go to the
yeah,
next
we'll
one.
discard.
Hey,
the
guess what?
first
That had a
one
critical,
first.
by the way. And this one does too.
God,
Just
God damn it! Rock toss. Place 1 cave in the villain's region. Take 2 more damage, Peter.
I mean, there's that.
Me too. I'm pretty weak now. All right, move every cave in on the map to the region with the most heroes. Then deal 2 area of effect damage in that region for each cave in there. That could have been a lot worse. We each take 4, so we're both still alive this turn.
AI.
And only this turn.
Whoa, I'm still alive.
All right, and at the then the minions activate, and then he's gonna level up. So the gnome boom gun.
This is my
My
boom gun.
stick. He moves over here. Jerry's attacking you for 3 red dice. If we were there, he would have attacked us too. Luckily, we're not. So just 3 red dice.
Okay.
Can't believe we survived that attack this round.
I mean, that was. Oh, jeez.
whoa!
What the?
Feel free to use your Twist of Fate now if you want.
Why? Save
Oh
one
wait,
damage?
hold on. I can have him re-roll one of those. Hold on. I can have him re-roll.
No,
Oh, no,
it
he's
saves,
not.
no.
He's not nearby. Never mind. I
It
didn't
only
do it.
saves 1 damage if I use Twist of Fate.
Oh,
One
yeah, you're
per,
you're
right? Or is it only 1 dice?
One
you
dice.
have 3 shields. Wow,
I have
you have
4
4
shields.
So you only no. Each shield is 2, Jerry. Each shield is 2. You have
Oh.
1 shield left.
Yeah. No, Jerry's not doing fine, but he's doing better than us.
Yes, that was
Well, I
pretty
already
nice. All right.
died once.
The nice thing is, though, that's it, though. Now, the bad thing, the boss upgrades their attactions, so there's still 2 actions next turn, but then there'll be 3 after that. And they didn't kill any of us, so no souls.
I mean,
All right, Peter, do you want to hold or charge?
well, I have
right now,
to.
he's
I
weak
have to
magic,
charge.
So I definitely don't want you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you to hold.
Yeah, I have to charge. Although this only creates an elemental. Maybe I should draw some red cards.
Yeah, dude, draw some red cards. They tend to attack more.
Yeah, so I got 4 actions. My first action, I'm going to draw 2 red cards.
Why are you only all yellow dice?
Shut your mouth, Jerry. I have an extra action than you.
Yeah, I don't know why you got... Dude, you got another action when he's on you? You can't even... All right.
Wait, what?
You're not going to be able to do anything. Oh, here. Place Ghost Walk on yourself. You can leave his space. Oh, I guess that won't help you to attack him more. Gosh darn it, Peter.
I mean, I can't help that I drew crap spells.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Who told him to draw 2 red?
I made that choice myself because I saw your spells were doing damage and my spells were all like...
Hey, feel free to get rid of some cave-ins if you want.
I mean, I get rid of Ghost Walk for sure. So that's 1 cave-in gone. Do I get rid of Twist of Fate?
Nah, that one's useful, I think.
I mean, I'd like to make the elemental too, right? I mean, I may as well.
Sure,
I got
definitely
the
make the
action.
elemental.
So
But okay, you
you
might
killed him.
have a melee plus 1
yeah,
after you do
yeah,
attacking,
exactly.
so.
That's why I'm not too.
And
worried.
I can get rid of it too. We're both
All
here,
right, so I'm gonna roll my spell. So that's 6 yellow. Right?
Yep.
Did I use Twist of Fate last turn?
No, you did not.
By the way, I did not increase my number of actions now, Mike. That was like the first thing I did. I've had an extra action for a while.
Gotcha. Pretty good.
Is it?
It's,
7?
6, 7, yeah.
All right. So that is enough to create a level 2.
Here, I'm pep talking you.
What does it do?
Play on your hero, they add +2/+1s to any one row on their board. So you'll have 2+1.
All right, so it's a level 3 Golem.
No, it's a level 6, dude. Read the card.
Wait, what? What?
That's the highest level you can possibly get.
Oh! That's...
Yeah, you needed 8 successes. That thing better be better than a level 2.
That's real good.
Yeah, you got 6 red. I got them already. You got 6 red melee dice coming after your melee attack.
I mean, yeah. So I had only 1 extra, but I had no extra because that was 8. All right. So let's go ahead and make my melee attack, which he's strong against. But literally nothing I can do about that. It would not have been any better if you were attacking. I guess you could have done a ranged attack.
Wait, one more, dude. Sword.
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting about my weapon. My Tempest Edge. Don't mess with me and my Tempest Edge. Boom. All right. 6. The attacker takes
3 damage and moves straight down an adjacent hall until they strike a wall. They cannot perform any moves this turn. That wasn't too bad. The 3 damage sucks, but you're not in his face anymore.
Oh, but he still takes his damage.
Oh, yeah. He still takes 5. It did not cancel his damage.
Okay.
Dang it.
And then
he's not strong against melee.
So wait, I took 3. Did you already take it off of me? Or am I dead?
No, I did not take it off of you, so you are dead.
Does that mean my elemental...
Wait, hold on. No, you're not. Hold on. I give you 1 shield after a melee attack. I'm not quite sure of the timing here, but I think you would have 1 life left.
That's fine. It's all fine. Because would my elemental have died too? That would have been the suck part.
Yeah, the elemental is not like tied to you being on the board or not, I don't think.
All right, so that was... I mean, should I run away or... There's nothing else...
Well, you can't move, dude. Remember it said you can't move
Okay,
anymore.
so I'm done for the turn. I have an extra action, but that's what it is. All right, so my elemental...
You can draw a card. Oh, you already drew a card?
Yeah, unfortunately. That was the first thing I did. Remember, I drew those 2 red cards that were completely not as useful as I...
All right, so 6 reds, buddy. Hit him. He's not strong against melee right now.
I mean, let's just pretend I rolled this. Even though I just placed the dice there. It seems really good.
That'd be nice.
Oh, it's not too bad. 2, 4, 6,
9.
7, 8,
9.
Hold on.
Fate, we can make it 10.
I get rid of Twist of Fate, which is free, to make it a 10.
You want to let Jerry do it? He has way more cards than you.
Oh, Jerry has a Twist of Fate?
Well, I mean, I can use it too.
Well,
it doesn't really matter.
That's true. Good point.
I think
All
the
right.
reason for you to use it, Jerry, is you tend to end your turn with...
The attacker must pay 2 damage for every 5 the villain lost. So he's down to 45, but now your elemental is down to 2 life, and it's certainly... No, that was the elemental, dude.
Oh, the elemental. Yeah.
You weren't attacking.
That's fine.
All right.
So the cool thing about the
turn.
elemental in the real game...
So wait a minute. Why should I have used mine instead of yours?
Just because you've ended your turn and had to discard some before. I've never had to discard. There's 0 chance I'm going to get to my maximum number. There's no reason for you not to do it, and I can just do mine on you later. There's 0 chance I'm getting to 6 cards.
Fine.
There is a chance that you might go over, for whatever reason.
All right. I'm going to teleport myself to here. Do a range attack for my first action because he's currently weak against range.
Is he? No,
Right?
he's just strong against melee.
Oh, well, he's not weak. Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe it's not worth it, but I'm doing it anyway.
Do it. Do it.
All right, so I got...
So you're wasting the weak against spell.
But you can't go. We go in player order, right?
I know.
We're not wasting it.
Oh, he could kill the other guy.
I mean, certainly.
That didn't seem great.
It's 5.
5. All right, I guess it's good.
That's it.
Does anybody have +1 tokens on their
I do.
board?
No.
You do not, Jerry?
No.
Okay. Peter, I'm playing marked targets. Can you discard a +1 to give me +2 to my hits?
How does that help?
Because I can also do it, so that's 7. I'll discard a +1 to make it 9, and then I have more +1 range, so I'll make it 10. So if you can discard a +1, I'll do 10.
I only had 1.
Well, maybe I'll do 10. Let's see. Yep. 10 damage.
I already took it off. 35. I mean, he was 60 at the beginning of this, and you still have an attack, and Jerry hasn't gone.
No, dude, he was 80 at the beginning of this. 8. No, he was
No,
at
no,
9
the
by the
beginning of
time he
this
was on
round,
the
he
board.
was at 60. I mean, this is just half of the
yes.
round, and he's already lost.
Is he still strong against? He's still strong against melee. Oh, well, whatever. He's almost always strong against melee. All right, so I'm going to move in for my second action. I'm going to do a melee attack. That's going great, everybody. Loving my. All right, I got all that. Here we go. Big numbers. That looks like 8. So I'll probably gain a +1, but let's see what his ability does first. Roll the villain's 3 best melee die. The attacker pays that many. What's
Health,
that icon?
life.
Hearts? All right. Well, I did 5 to him, and I'll get a +1 melee, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead immediately.
Well,
after
so
that,
here's
right?
the thing. That means probably that you couldn't use a shield, right? Because it's a cost.
Oh, dude, look at the crit on that.
Yep. Well, no, the crit there's a crit that takes away one of his entire dice on his melee track, and we have not gotten it yet. Like
We got that
less red
twice
die.
last time we fought him. I mean,
Yeah.
we've just been unlucky with
all
the
right,
crits.
so he's rolling 3 reds. Come on, baby.
4.
4. Anybody got a twist of fate? Oh wait, hold on. I can
I have a
roll it
twist
too
of
with
fate,
my
by the
armor.
way. Oh. 3.
Don't need it. There we go, baby. Still alive.
Hey, I mean, you do realize a rock's going to drop on your head in 2 seconds and kill you.
Nope. I'm discarding Hail of Arrows to get rid of it right now in case it'll boost him next turn. All right, that's it for me.
All right.
All right, Jerry.
So
Guess
I
what?
guess
He's
I'll
still
draw
weak
2
to
cards, right?
magic.
Yep, and he's at a 30 life. Wait.
He's down to 30. Yeah, he was at 35. You just hit him for 5.
Oh, that's right.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
Get
I
him,
drew
Jerry.
2 cards. I'm going to cast a
Well, you don't have to say which one
Do
you're
a
going to
magic.
cast. You just roll.
taking a magic action.
And all your spells are -1 cost.
9 seems good. That seems
9.
really good.
9. It seems ridiculous.
That's 4.
Yep. No, Jerry, just one at a time. One at a time. Spend them, see how it goes, and then you can do the next one.
Well, he's just trying to add up
Well,
the cost.
okay.
Oh, I got you. That seems really good.
So
Wow.
that's 8 and
No, that's 6, Jerry. -1. That's 6. Oh, you're trying to get 7. I got you to double hit him.
Oh, you could.
You
Two.
can heal. You can heal yourself.
Ooh.
Peter and I are dying no matter what, but you can heal yourself if you want.
Look at this one.
For every wounded minion and hero. Oh my gosh.
That would be 4, right? Oh no, his elementals hurt too, right? But it's not a
Right.
minion.
Correct. But there's no hurt minion, so all you do
Oh.
is heal us, and you would not heal them. That seems pretty good.
But I mean, or do you just want to kill him and say, we know we're going to lose 2 souls here, but who cares? Well,
Well, he wouldn't kill him completely. I'd say play the healing thing, and both mortal coils 1 weaker. Because he's still going to get at least 5, and
Well, I was gonna pay extra health.
yeah, he could get this to
To
10 and this
add-
to 10.
Yeah, I could pay 6 health
and get him to 10 life instead of
to get
20
both
life.
to 10.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
I mean, the problem is if he kills all of us on 1 turn, that seems bad.
Well, let's start with the mortal coil. So I'll spend 3 health.
Oh no, dude, you can see how you. Oh,
Wait.
never mind. Yeah, you're right. So it's 10. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Nothing, of course.
No crit. All right, we shuffle them up. Magic is still weak.
All right, so this is discarded, and
Yep.
I have 5 magic left.
So you could spend 3 and 2
Oh, just hit him
and
for
hit him
5.
for 5. And heal yourself quite a bit, right?
Yeah, I don't want Jerry to die. Like, if we die, that's fine. If Jerry dies, we're screwed.
But, well, what does this heal? 1 at a time, roll a yellow. On a 1-2, to heal 4-7. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, why don't you do that first to see how
alright.
you heal?
So that'll be 3 and 3. Or no?
Your other one was 4,
Two.
so that's 3. So you're up to 7 spent so far, and then you can decide what to do after.
Yeah, and then 2 for
well,
this.
he can decide what he wants to do after, right?
Oh, I see.
All
You're
right, so
taking
we'll do
heal
that.
first. You take. Oh no, you don't take. Did you ever go into the dojo to level up, Jerry?
No.
Okay, so you do take the 1 damage from casting it. All right, so roll yellow 1 at a time. Who you want to pick first?
Go for it, Mike.
All right, come on. I get
You
4,
get
right?
nothing, dude. If you roll
nothing.
1, you get 4. If you
Oh,
roll 2,
crap.
you get 7.
Well, that's
Or
okay. I was
you
dead
can use
anyway.
Twist of
I was
Fate.
dead
Or
anyway.
you can use, or we, you know.
No, I have 1 life.
Well,
I'm
no,
gonna
if I
die
twist to
regardless of
fate
how
you,
much
you'll be
heal
at
me.
8 though.
Dude, I'm gonna die no matter how much you heal me. If he attacks me, roll for you guys. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? You're right. Because I should at least have 2 in case he drops a cave in, so I can take one of his attacks.
Get 7, dude.
All right, so I'm at 8. Thank you.
Now,
I forgot.
hit her. Roll.
I forgot about the cave-ins.
Well, I get
There we
4,
go.
so I'm not at 1 anymore. So there's that.
Yep. There we
I get
go.
4.
Oh, that's not the best, I guess, but still.
I mean, it's not the worst. All right.
Could
So
be a
you
lot
have
worse.
2 more to spend. So you got that spell, and this one you could do the middle one.
I can heal
Mortal
somebody.
Coil and
Or
yeah,
attack.
do Mortal Coil and hit him for 5 while he's weak to spells.
I only have
I'd
2
say.
left.
Right, but you can take 2
Yeah,
wounds.
it's enough to cast this at the
Okay.
weakest level.
Right?
So 3. So I have to spend
Yep.
2 health.
Correct.
All right.
Come on.
There it is.
There we go. Villain discards all of their +1 tokens. If the attacker is a hero, they gain that many. So you gain 4 +1 tokens wherever you want, Jerry. You can only fit 4, so he had more than
Get
4.
5, yeah. Seems good. I don't
That's a
know
nice
that you
hit.
need them on spells,
All right,
though,
I think
Jerry.
we're-
Because you're...
I could have used it on spells that time.
Yeah, dude, you could have cast another spell
Sure.
to attack again.
But, I mean, you might be able to kill him right here with that bow shot if you got those 4+1s, right? I'm just saying. I
All
mean,
right.
maybe I'm wrong.
So I become the
Alright,
new
fine.
person.
Well, hold on. He's still got other stuff. That
No,
was
it's still
one
my turn,
action.
dude.
That was literally all one action.
Oh my god.
No, I've
Never
done
mind.
2 actions.
But you still have a shot, a bow. I mean, you probably won't kill him. Wait, did we take down his health? I don't think we did.
We did.
You sure?
He's down.
He
Oh
should
no,
be-
sorry,
no.
not for that one. He should be
Yes,
at 50.
Jerry might be able to kill him here.
No.
Or not.
Well, it's 5.
Yep, and no nothing. So he's down to 10.
All right.
You got this, baby. Bring
So
it home.
sorry, the +1s weren't as useful, but if you had 6, we could have gotten him down to 5. I mean, whatever. It's. I think I
All right, so all we do for level ups is draw our cards. We don't, even if we'd kill people, we would not get to level up. Although I think the coins
Dude, I
still
got
go
owl
to the
form.
blue thing for that.
Oh, I could cast this on an ally. Until this round ends, they may re-roll any of the dice from their action rolls once.
And I've got something to prevent some damage in case like one of us barely
By
dies.
the way, that seems...
Delicious lead coins.
That's all you, Jerry.
By the way, that... Oh, did we ever activate this monster last turn? Oh, he did. He shot Jerry. That's right.
Yeah.
Jerry rolled like 2
Now he's
2s
gonna
and a
shoot
1
both
or
of
something,
you.
right?
He's gonna shoot both of you with area of effect, Peter.
I mean, I'm dead anyway. Let's be honest.
All right. So first thing, smashy smash. Place 1 cave in the villain's region. Well, elemental, you're just never very useful, are you? But I'm not dead. Thanks for the help, guys. All right, and okay, he attacks me. Area of effect. Subtracting 2 from the result. Anyone damaged is moved straight down an adjacent hall until they strike. Okay, so great. Now I'm going to be an area of effect for the jobber.
And you're going to be in a space with us, which means he's probably going to come kill all of us with dropping stuff on our heads, by the way. Also, oops.
Yep. All right, so here we go. I might be able to survive with my prevent damage effect.
What are you doing,
I'm
dude?
trying to get it under us there. I don't know what happened.
Using my
It
reroll
was
from
not
the
locked,
thing.
clearly.
3, 4, 6. 6 damage would kill me, so I'm going to spend slippery acrobatics. I get to roll a red, prevent that much damage, and then I
Don't
get a
forget you
replacement
got
card.
your armor, too.
I
can
already
heal-
used it.
I can heal
I already
you
used
too, but I'm not gonna.
I'm not
I'm at,
gonna.
2 health. I can heal you 2. I'm not gonna, but I can.
Or him 2.
Oh, got it. All right. Then place 1 cave in on the hero with the most
Well, that's
health.
all of
well,
us.
that kills me.
By the way.
Oh wait, I got slippery acrobatics again. I'm gonna use slippery acrobatics to not be killed by the cave in.
Well, are you sure? It doesn't matter, dude. Wait. Hold on. Don't waste that. You're about to be killed by this guy.
Oh, you're right, because I'm gonna get killed by the enemy. Yeah,
so you
right.
can use that on
should I
one
use
of
it on-
us.
Well, here I just rolled a 2. So Jerry, you don't take 2 damage from that cave in.
Okay.
I need you to survive.
Yeah, I mean,
All
I'm
right,
gonna be dead.
Villain rolls his blue dice. This is when they still matter. So 5 yellows and a white. And he keeps on casting a spell that's going to hurt all of us if there are caves in on us. Oh my god, we got to survive, guys. I'm not feeling good about our options here. Okay, I'm going to have him reroll the 2. God damn. Oh, good, but Jerry still has +1, so he only does it once. So every hero nearby 1 or more cave-ins, so each of us takes 2 damage, and he gets 2 +2s on his magic.
I mean, you say each of us.
All right. I'm gonna cast delicious red lead coins.
So I'm dead, by the way. Peter, you still alive?
I mean, yes. I am at 1.
Technically, you are still alive.
Hey.
Oh, hold on. You
technically,
haven't been using
that's
your
not-
shield, dude.
Well, yeah, now, yeah, so you should have 2
Get
more
2
life.
more
Jerry,
life.
That should be gone.
Yeah.
Talon, go.
I thought that only counted for like attacks.
Well, you've been attacked this whole time, right? We keep getting attacked. I think it's any time you take damage.
I thought these were cave-ins. and
Well,
stuff.
yeah, but
No, even for a cave-in, it would prevent it. So, yeah, you're fine. All right, Jerry, you get attacked. I mean, Peter's clearly dead. Here's 3 red dice. 4 damage,
but
Jerry.
can
Peter, you're
you
dead.
keen eye? Or no, that's keen eye. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
I already used that to prevent 2 damage on Jerry.
So now I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so now... No, it's done. That was everybody.
No. Now the minion, right?
No, I just... That was the
Oh,
minion
that
attack,
was
dude.
the
That
minion.
it.
That was the minion.
We're
All right,
done.
He's not gonna attack me.
So we put.
He already did.
We already
Oh.
put. We
He
put
dropped cave-ins on us.
2 soul tokens there, and why don't you just pass Mike to let Jerry kill him? Right.
Yep, go ahead, Jerry. I'm holding. It's all you, buddy.
I gotta kill him.
I mean, you're the only one in range of him. We have to go through this
All
jobber to
right.
get
I'll
to him.
draw 2 cards.
Oh, well, yeah, you should have done that automatically. You already did that, right?
Yeah. I already
During
done.
level up, you should have done that for free.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. 1 heart to set it to a 2.
Yeah, guys,
So
I
that'll
gotta
do
go.
10?
I
All right.
gotta
So I'm
go
gonna do a
Peter.
magic action.
All right, that's
Yeah,
fine,
I'm gonna
Mike.
get my sun down, so...
Yep, we're gonna finish this up, and then we'll do a little bit of chatty chat afterward. Your final thoughts
Yep,
are
I'll
you
be
love
back
it.
for that.
I know.
I should be back in a minute.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right, cool.
5 red. 5 red and what, a white?
Boom.
That's not great.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, all your stuff's -1, right? Which, by the
I'll
way,
do
Mike is
Annihilate.
right. That is ridiculous. That item. Holy crap. So that's 4. All right, so that's 1 damage.
5.
Or 5, but we get to flip a card, right? You want to do it?
Yep.
Nothing. But I mean, he's down to 5 life left. So.
So I've done 4 of my.
Yep. So you got 2 more. Finish him. You get 2 beating hearts. I don't know what that does.
Sure.
Heal yourself.
No, I can blast him for 4.
But you need 5.
Oh, that doesn't really help. Yeah.
Don't forget, you can, for 2 you can get a +1 to. Oh, you don't have space for a +1 token. I mean, you could heal yourself. May as well do that, right?
No, I'm just gonna use my 3rd action to hit him with the range.
Right. I mean, you still have 2 points is the point. You could heal yourself first, but it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you're gonna kill him here. I can't imagine you not.
Sure, I'll heal myself.
So
So
heal
worth-
yourself 3.
what, 3?
Yep.
All right, so I get 3 red, yellow, and a white.
Just need 5, and you have 4 plus 1s. Seems likely.
Yeah, he's dead.
You got 5. Well, yep. Let's flip it. Nothing. Oh, no. The attacker takes 3 damage and moves straight down an adjacent hall until they strike a wall or map edge. So
No, I just stay where I am, but they take 3 damage.
Yes. You got smacked. You got owned, buddy.
So he's
Did
dead.
we win?
We did.
Yay! All right, I'll read the conclusion. Spoiler alert, I guess. If the
Actually, this might be a big.
lost-
This might be a big one. Maybe we shouldn't read that because you remember
Yeah, you know,
what
never
we,
mind, never
what
mind.
we
Yeah,
get
so,
next time.
Yes. So you unlock some really cool stuff. We're not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
But that was Valor and Villainy. You guys want to talk about your
Yep.
thoughts on the game?
Let's transition to.
Oh, by the way, just a look. We got 23 bounty tokens.
Oh, hold on.
Not quite enough to get 3 stars. So we would have gotten 2 blue stars, and it's over here. If you want to show them, Peter.
Oh, well, then I don't attack the boss. I attack the boom gun.
It's fine. It's fine.
That would only get us. That would not get us enough.
Oh, 2 blue stars.
Yeah, so you can save them to save up for the big ones. So we could get, we all get a power surge before the game starts. We get 2 extra cards when the game starts. We all get a shield when the game starts. We all get 2 plus 1s anywhere we want when the game starts. A bunch of them give you like extra items.
So what are the
I like
ones
this
we
one a
have
lot,
give
but it
us?
costs-
Nothing?
All 4 of them give us a free level up, the same as these.
Ah, I got it.
But look, the dojo equipment, if you save up 5 stars, you just always start with the dojo ability, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm. Well, let's go ahead. We can get into final thoughts now.
Yeah.
If people want. So since we designed this game, not really, but
No.
But, I mean, so Jerry, what are your thoughts? You haven't played it before.
I liked it.
Well, hold on. I think people are going to be shocked. Like, anybody who follows us knows that Jerry does not like
Doesn't like anything.
especially dungeon crawls.
Well, cooperative games, Jerry has.
Well,
Is
I mean,
it-
I like some cooperative games. Just
Yeah, I said hit or miss, not like you hate them all.
yeah. Yeah, no, I liked it. It seemed like my character was kind of one-dimensional, but you guys had some more options, and
I mean,
I liked it.
your dimensions seem pretty good.
Oh no, I'm not complaining. I mean, but I was only drawing red cards, right?
Right.
Like I wasn't going to draw the other cards.
Well,
And my
I found that to be like that's kind of the case with everybody. The nice thing is it's not like most dungeon crawl kind of campaign games. There's nothing stopping you from using a different character for each scenario. You know what I mean? And like mixing and matching however you want, because there's no memory besides the cards you've unlocked and the level ups you've gotten for your encampment after each scenario.
And I guess minor spoiler, there might be more characters that come down the road as well. Like,
Yeah, I mean they're on the Kickstarter page. So you don't know when you get them, but they're like they aren't all in the demo, but there definitely seem to be extra characters that you can get.
I mean, it's kind of like Gloomhaven, right? You can unlock them throughout the campaign. I mean, they don't unlock the same way as Gloomhaven, but you know, you're going to get more choices as the games go along.
Yeah, and if I had a criticism, I'm not sure on the level up system. Like it seems like everyone would always level up their best attribute to all reds, except for some reason Peter.
Because you know me, I don't min-max well.
Well, I mean, but it seems like an obvious choice. Like it seems like the upgrade path might be, remember how we originally felt when we played Too Many Bones?
Yes.
I got that similar feel, but that's almost nitpicky because it didn't bother me at all. But if I played it a lot of times, it seems like for each character it might be the same.
Yeah, it hasn't bothered me playing it a bunch because it is the same. Like, I mean, I level the same 2 things. I don't think I've almost never gone into the 3rd thing for a character. But no matter what I'm leveling up, I'm just adding some dice to whatever I do. So it's not like the leveling is that interesting anyway, which is not really a knock against the game because it's straightforward and quick and fun,
Well, it's trying to be quick. I think that's
Yeah.
the other side of the coin, right?
Right.
If you're going to be quick, you gotta sacrifice a little bit of a complexity there. So
exactly, and I find like the items and the card play interesting enough that I don't mind that my leveling is just dice, basically. You know what I mean?
yeah, the card play is definitely interesting. I like that.
Yeah. By the way, Steve is in the chat. I did try to invite him to the Skype, but he is unavailable. So, Steve, if you're hearing this, turn on your Skype and we'll get you in here.
Yes, I often confuse Steve with Sting.
Yeah, no. He's definitely like a heavy metal star over here. But Steve has played this game quite a bit also. He told us good game, and then he also said, also generally a good idea to use the 2 attributes since you can only do 1 on each action each round for the most part. Specializing is great, but there is value in variety, which is the kind of path I took a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, and, I was attacking 1 spell, once melee by the end, or not 1 spell, 1 range by the end, but it still seemed like I had enough level ups to fully level up my primary and pretty well level up my secondary.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what Goose was doing, but...
Well, don't forget, I leveled up
played...
an extra action.
Which, I'm not sure what the use of that is.
Well, because I wanted to be able to move, do my 2 attacks, and draw cards. Was the...
Yeah, but you have 5 actions, right? Or did you get 4?
I got 4.
No, he would have gotten to 4. He didn't have the horse like you did.
Right.
Gotcha.
See, you had the horse, so yeah, for you you didn't need that extra action, but I did, and in fact, sometimes I needed more actions because I needed to move more. Now, at the end of the game, you're kind of with the boss, and like, I guess you don't need it as much, but I wanted to draw cards because don't forget, you were drawing 2 cards a turn for free. I only get 1, and if it's not an attack, then my magic action's pretty wasted.
And hold on a second. I would like to draw attention to the fact that Peter just referred to Sting as a heavy metal artist. The man who wrote Fields of Gold, I believe.
Heavy metal man.
With that heavy metal anthem.
He also sings Party Rock. Party Rockers in the house tonight. By the way, he does not. I'm not that musically, like, whatever. I just thought it was, you know me. I say random funny things that are maybe only funny to me. Anyway.
Yeah, how about you, Peter? This is
my second game of it. The first one we got completely destroyed.
Although we did have a few rules wrong that made things tougher for us. I still don't know if we would have won, but we would have had a good shot.
Okay. What did we get wrong the first time?
Oh, the big thing is, remember the crit that takes away his... all we did was change a red into a yellow. The designer said, or I'm not sure if he's a designer, but the owner of the company said it just gets rid of the die entirely. So he'd been rolling 2 fewer red dice in every melee attack for most of the game that he was fighting us.
Yeah, that's true. That would have made a huge difference. That would have,
I think, helped us survive many of those attacks. Oh, yeah. That's 2 to 4 less damage on every attack.
Yep. And then... Yeah, no, I mean, I like most of the mechanics of the game, right? Most of the mechanisms. Like, it is very similar, as we've said a couple times, to a game we've designed, where you're going around, you're leveling up quickly, you're killing enemies, the enemy killing was the same, you can only attack the one on top, you flip it over, if, you've done partial damage. I like the fact that you have, if you do extra damage, then you have the +1 tokens you can buy at 2 for 1, makes sense, so it's not a 1 for 1 ratio. I like that. And then you can add them whenever you need that extra 1 hit, which actually is really good when you think about it, because bosses needing to get hit in increments of 5, right? 1 or 2 extra hits is a pretty big deal when you get to that boss. The only thing I'm not sure of, I kind of agree with Jerry with the leveling system. The thing I'm less sure about is the spells. Right? When you think about spell casting in 99% of games, you can always guarantee that you're going to have at least some kind of signature spell, something. I wish you had a signature spell that you kept drawing back into your hand, so you always knew that you were going to be able to do something at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I've never had that problem, but then you run into a problem like it. I mean, you mean like a signature spell like the boss has?
Right.
Like every round that 1 card comes out?
Yeah, like if you had a fireball every turn, you just cast a fireball every turn.
No, but maybe it's a weaker one, right? Maybe it's fireball, magic missiles, something.
Oh,
like something to guarantee that I'm going to have an attack spell, right? Because a lot of time, like I drew those 2 red cards to get 1 spell so I can do something. And, with my 3 spells I had in my hand, there's really not much I could do. And I said that the first time, even when I wasn't a spellcaster the first time. You know what I mean? So,
yes,
it bothered me then, even though it wasn't what I was dealing with. I was drawing from these piles, but even then, yeah, I don't know. That's my...
there's so many things to use random cards for that I didn't mind it. Like getting rid of cave-ins, paying for other card effects,
No,
you know what I mean?
That's not the part that bothers me. The part that bothers me is I might not be able to do anything with my cards, so now I've got an extra action to cast spells, but I don't want to cast spells. You know what I mean?
Yes, so that's a very spell-specific thing, because clearly you can always do a melee and a range attack.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm talking about, though. You're right. Some of the cards I didn't find as useful, even in the melee and the ranged decks. And yes, you can just discard them for stuff throughout the course of the game. So that part, again, didn't bother me as much. It was more just the fact that sometimes I wouldn't have something to do as a spellcaster. And I guess I could just avoid spellcaster characters as well if that's not something I like as much. It just seems like, they should have a signature spell or something that they could keep doing.
The other thing you could do is
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve Kingsley.
Hey.
Is there's other decks too, so you can if you want to change strategies, you can just draw from those other decks. It's not in this mod here, but there's a gold deck and a blue deck as well.
Wait, what do they do?
They're from the base set. The gold one is more supporty, so I think it's more healy, and the blue one I don't recall off the top of my head what it does. I think it's more.
Wait, if they're down in the mod, where have you seen them?
There's another mod where it combines all the games together.
Oh, wait, so are you saying you need to buy Minions of Mordak to play that one? To have that stuff? Oh,
yes.
Well, I'm not going to recommend the game on that, because then you got to spend an extra lots of money. Although there seems to be a lot of cool content in that one that you can still use in this, like new characters and stuff.
New treasures, yeah.
Yeah.
New minions.
It's hard for me to justify get it. I definitely want to get this one. I haven't shared my thoughts yet, but I'm not sure if I want to also get Minions of Mordak when it's a competitive experience, and I doubt I'll ever play that way. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you can play co-op too as an option.
Oh, did they unlock that in the Kickstarter? There's some kind of co-op variant or something for?
Yeah, it's I can't think of the name of the set, but there's a small box. It doesn't do anything other than give you the cards so you can play crossways. So you can play competitive in this mode and co-op in the other mode.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's worth looking into then.
And then, the elementals themselves, one cool thing, just they have these little spots for dice on the bottom. And what do you just put a number in that on the dice? Like how much life they have?
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's a D6, so whatever is face up is how much life they have and how many dice they roll.
It's cool to be able to track that, though, because in this game, even though you have 1 of 6, 2 of 6, nothing changes on there. But yeah, it's nice to have. I don't know. It's a cool component upgrade, right? You like to see when there's stuff like that just makes sense, right? You just put a D6 in there. They could have 1 to 6 life. Makes it easy. So I know.
All right, so we're late for the next game, right?
Yes. So final thoughts from everybody. Jerry, anything?
I like it. I'd play it again.
Cool. Steve, your final thoughts on this one?
I'm all in on this one. It's striking a lot of the check marks for games I enjoy. I really like the Gears of War mechanic where the enemies just have states. You don't have to keep track of individual health, and this is the same thing. Yep. It's pretty straightforward on how it plays, but it's been fun every time I played it. I've not had a bad experience with this one.
Mike, you said you're in on it. You're buying it, right?
Yeah, I also decide if I go for Mordak or not. Yeah, sorry, I know I didn't really share much because I'm hoping to do a video on the other YouTube channel at some point for this if I can ever get a prototype, or I guess when the game delivers.
That's okay. This is buried 2.5 hours in. I don't know that everybody's going to get to this point in this video. You'll be all right.
Good point. My concerns are I think it's already very repetitive for the characters. Not necessarily for different characters, but playing the same character. I don't see much reason strategically unless you just want to kind of futz around to build your character much differently. Yeah. The items do change things a little bit. Playing different characters I've had fun with. So I think, as long as especially if I get Mordak and have way more characters, I think that'll be cool. I also think the scope of the scenarios tends to go kind of the same way, especially within the ones we have here. Like, and that's kind of like the core mechanics. Like, you're exploring out until the boss spawns, and then you're fighting the boss. Now, I will say I love the exploration so much. I'm a big fan of the claustrophobia competitive game. And I feel like kind of putting the tiles down gives me the fun of, like, exploring a map that game gave me, with, like, a little bit of choice of, like, which directions I go and stuff. So far I've played it like I think 8 times and only the same 4 demo scenarios, and I've always had a great time every time. So clearly, like, it's not feeling repetitive yet. The one part that I feel is a bit more repetitive than the other stuff is the boss fight, but again, so far we've only had a few bosses. Just because, like, I find, like, movement becomes such a lesser thought. Now maybe we'll have bosses that, like, teleport away from you or run away, and then suddenly more actions and stuff will become more useful. That would be awesome. But as it is right now, like, especially against the enormous golem, which I've played against the most in terms of bosses, like, he just kind of hammers you and you hammer him, and you're not really going anywhere. And it's fun. It's exciting. Like, I love the the sort of KDM-ish defense cards, or a few games have used that kind of thing at this point. But yeah, I like, overall, I'm not 100% sure how repetitive the experience might get. But again, 8 plays in on crappy TTS with just the demo, I've had a blast.
How many scenarios are there?
So that's why I'm buying it. I think a full campaign is 8, but I don't know if there's any branching or differences.
Does that include the first 2, which are more tutorial scenarios?
I think so, but
Okay.
I can't answer for sure.
Sounds about right. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'll play this I'll play for the campaign to unlock the cards, but at the end of the campaign, I'm probably just going to throw everything together and just free play this one most of the time anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, really, the campaign, except for unlocking things in your camp, is just a way to get more cards unlocked. And something I didn't say, Peter, I found this out after we lost. It's fail forward. You go to the next scenario. You just have to read a different thing because you lost. So, like, you can just go through the campaign, keep unlocking cool cards. There's a lot of things where if you pick a different way on the event, you'll unlock a different card, so you can, like, play through a second time. I think the unlocking is fun. But yeah, I'm with Steve. I see this being like a one-off with my kids, with my family, with you guys every once in a while. Experience the campaign story once or twice, and then just have a fun, like claustrophobia, like a fun exploration-based, quick, well, relatively quick. This is 2 hours, but quick playing.
Well, you got to remember, it's a first play, and it's also streaming, which is always going to add at least a half an hour for the stream, and then first play is another 15 to 30 minutes. So I think we would have gotten this thing done in an hour and a half, without
it's
all.
relatively quick for what.
Yeah, and it's
for the genre.
Yeah, and playing solo, I've definitely gotten it to an hour. Is kind of like, or even less.
Yeah, but
solo.
that's when you're just moving twigs and piles of dirt.
Yes. I mocked up my own prototype with berries and funyuns.
Yes. So
berries and funyuns.
That should be the name of our next game. Berries and Funyuns.
No, that's the name of my next band. Are you kidding? Berries and Funyuns.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I think we're going to say goodbye so we can get to the other game tonight. So just stick right here. We're going to start a new stream, but stick with the channel. It's going to start. I set it for 12:15, so 10 minutes to let ourselves get a bio break and get the whole next game set up. So thanks.
And come see
thanks for dropping by,
Steve.
Steve.
Opening for Sting
guys.
their Heavy Metal Tour.
Nice. Jerry just had to get his joke in. He didn't care that we were just.
I did.
He went right on through. He powered through that joke, baby.
I'd lob that grenade before we went on break.
Nice. All right, everybody. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.